This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Yo, what is going on, mobile esports fans? Welcome back to the G Fuel Tournament Finals. I am Sudden Death, joining you today via voice, and Cam and Crosby is also joining us, but just via voice today. How you doing today, sir?
I am fantastic, Jake. Extremely excited for today. Of course, I know y'all can see the title of today's stream. We got the Critical Ops G Fuel Tournament, the finals, of course, coming up today in a best of 3. And yeah, I want to make sure that you guys know, because I'm super excited, and I want you guys to put down your predictions. Who you think is going to take the win today? Of course, I'm going to take a very quick look at the bracket in a second over here. But underestimated coming up victorious, coming in and finding themselves in the finals, and Ivy Militia as well. So we're going to have underestimated versus Ivy Militia in the best of 3 G Fuel Tournament Finals. Jake, how you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's a great day outside. Got some sun on me, ate a good lunch, and I got my G Fuel sitting right next to me. Excited to go ahead and hop into these matches. It is a best out of 3, so that'll be nice. Hopefully we'll get 3 rounds, but at least we will get two matches total out of these guys. As Crosby already mentioned, it's Ivy Militia versus Underestimated. We'll pull up the bracket right now so we can go ahead and take a look at that. I'm actually going to throw up each individual round. So we got round 1 right here. You can see the full bracket, just 8 teams, just a little mini tournament we've been doing. Got a pretty cool announcement. We'll be talking about a bigger tournament here later in the week, or starting later in the week. Technically Sunday's the first day of the week, not next week. I always feel like Monday's the first day of the week because you got to go back to work. Anyways, yeah. Elevate losing it to, you know what, I'm not even gonna, I'll just show it, guys. You guys can use your eyes. I don't need to narrate it for you. Round 2 right there, and by the way, round 1 and round 2 are already posted here on the Mobile Esports YouTube channel. You can check those out as a video on demand, and on Twitch as well, for those of you that prefer watching on Twitch. And here is what we are doing right now. Underestimated versus Ivy Militia. The teams are currently knifing as we speak. We're going to be playing on the map Soar, then heading over to Grounded. And if we make it to map 3, fingers crossed, we will be heading back to Bureau. Here is a look at the stats between both of these teams, and we should just be about ready to hop into it. I think this is the first time casting a match on Soar, which will be a lot of fun.
Indeed.
It's a very super bright and colorful map. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
there's a lot going on. Yeah, very bright, very colorful.
That's very good, because you get some maps in other games that you're like, hey, well, what's going on? Let me turn up the brightness all the way up, and then some.
Right? Yeah, right? Exactly.
But here, no problem here. It's all going to be fully focused on the positioning, the gameplay, and the gunfights, as well as the tactical gameplay. No, camping in corners really quickly and seeing what happens there. That's a plus side. Always a plus.
Looks like Ivy will be starting out here on the CT side and waiting for the final confirmation, and we will go ahead and switch on over there, leaving the stats up for just another couple seconds. We should be about ready to restart. I'm waiting for the final restart. Something, I had the team chat disabled, so I can't see what's being said.
They're still going on here, just to make sure everything's on the up and up here.
Gotcha, guys.
Should be ready to go.
It looks like we just got the reset.
Here. Yes, looking like we are.
I'm going to go ahead.
We are live.
We are live. Fantastic. Ivy here on the CT side, folks. Good luck to them. Let us know your predictions here for round one. Will Ivy be taking it, or will Underestimate be taking it? And by what margin? Is it going to be a super close game or totally lopsided? We will see here, folks. We are off playing on the map Soar. Good luck to both teams.
All right, so looking as if some gunfights are going to be going down right now towards the right-hand side of the map. We got Ottawa picking up one, Arson as well, and well, all right, that's
that
four down. Four down.
And the CTs have already cleaned Hauser there, mopping him in the corner and dumping him in the trash. First point on the board for Ivy Militia. That bomb went down fast, but getting that bomb planted, you did lose the pistol round. You're not going to get as much cash as the CT's got, but you get a little bit extra, just a couple bucks to play with, which will be nice for the T's there to go ahead and compete with them in round number 2. Pushing really fast there into bar. We'll see if they decide to do that again or go a different way.
Ooh, Arson pulling out that shotty really quickly. Second round in, just waiting to see if anyone's gonna, peek this left full side. One person does get shot off, but not enough, and trade's coming down. 3v4 in favor of the T's right now. Bombs making its way over to a site, I believe. Probably A. I think so. Yes, trying to cross towards there. Oh, Scott though, and Strangled get a frag of their own, making this now a 2 versus 2.
Man, Scott's got a great angle.
He does. He really does. And the aim as well. The shot's going up.
Oh, man, Scott. Look at that headshot. It's a one tap right there. 1 versus 1 here. Scott versus Verti. Verti coming from behind, and he's going to be able to shoot him there in the side and put a point there on the board for his team. Underestimated, all tied up here 1-1.
Indeed. And quick little tidbit over here, and we want to preface by saying, KD isn't everything, but it can be an indication as to, who might take the win. But UE seems to be having the better KD overall, for example.
Yeah, average wise
over the last couple matches. Law's best KD in UE, Mad having the best KD in Ivy. So it's going to be interesting to see if those heavy hitters are going to be showing up in terms of the in the slaying department this time around, or if it might be something else or somebody else emerging into the spotlight.
Yeah, it'll be important to drop those players down early on to prevent them from capitalizing on those one taps or whatever the case may be. Man, Scott and Snoopy working those shotguns here at close range. Kai's got one in hand as well, playing a little bit of eco here on the CT side. Badissa dropping down to Snoopy. It's a 2 versus 2 here. Christian, his other teammate. Shots being fired up here by the McLaren, and Christian with a drop shot on Ottawa, sitting him all the way over there, trying to stay alive here as this player peeks out the door. And Batista combining there with Christian to eliminate Kai. Well played, UE winning another round here, taking the lead for the first time in the match. They're up by 1, folks. 2-1 is the score.
That was actually okay. So I remember yesterday we were talking about how progressively as the rounds progress, the matches get better. They get closer in terms of the actual results, or at least the gameplay. It's as if the competition level gets higher for each team, and that's true because you're eliminating teams that are sorry to say this, worse as the competition goes on. Right. And right now we can see that exactly the full effect of the finals, right? The final effect, I guess, because right now it's a 1-2 round count. Whereas in the past, for the first round, it was basically a 4-1, 5-1 round count, if that, right? Towards the very beginning. And then yesterday we had maybe a couple, it was maybe a round or 2 difference, maybe up to 3. But here it's neck and neck, trading blow for blow. And well, of course, map 1 of 3 in this best of 3 finals, best of 3 finals. Okay, well, so right now what's going on is basically other rounds are finishing up in, I don't know, about 30 to 40 seconds. From what I've seen so far, both teams are trying to gain some map coverage, and it seems to be just holding some angles and waiting to get a pick and then pouncing on the opportunity that is having a hole where that previous that player was previously and it seems to be working out. Well, for both teams, as it's obviously evened up 2-2.
Oh man, Scott is a fantastic angle to triple up there with the AUG in hand. Christian quickly puts him down on the ground before he can do more damage to his team. Ottawa is going to drop Christian, and remaining player on the T side, Averti, getting dropped out there by Ottawa, and Ivy Militia has retaken the lead. I was watching him. I was like, Scott's going to do it, and he got that grenade over there, the smoke's out, and he just dropped them one by one like dominoes as they came in. It's interesting because last stream we did yesterday for the semifinals was on Plaza, which is a much slower paced map. This is a way quicker map. You just mentioned all the rounds are over almost 45 seconds. Where they, we were coming down to the end of the clock there. They're taking about 1:40 on Plaza. It's cool to see that the contrasting difference playing here on a faster paced map. And I have to say, I like the faster paced gameplay. You got to be able to play both, in a competitive scene, but I definitely enjoy watching and casting the faster paced stuff. Avert here and crew pushing up for live here on the T side as well as on the CT side. Snoopy finding Slay. Averti's about to peek the corner, trying to find Snoopy, and he does. He's able to get the kill on him. Batista is the bomb carrier coming up slowly behind him. Averti opting to pick up that AUG there and gonna rotate back here and watch their backs. Kai here, hugging that corner, waiting to see if anybody dare challenge him. A warning shot being fired by a T player, and it's going to make Kai get a little curious and come up here. Curiosity killed the cat. He's going to have to be quick to pounce. Sees one on the corner, and the cat is going to get dropped there by Christian.
That was interesting because Christian... So they were initially trying to push up that side where Kai was, but then they turned around, decided to rotate, and Christian kept peeking back, making sure that no one was going to follow them. And then, he got a sneaking suspicion that he might need to re-peek this, just knowing timings, right? Timings, and you kind of understand how some people behave in the match, right? Or have a general sense. And he got Kai right there, perfectly, beautifully timed. And now this is a 2 versus 1. 1 versus 1 as Ottawa takes down Christian. Bomb should be planted on B. And Ottawa has 8 HP. The only thing he might have in his advantage is that he does seem to have... Oh, I was going to say maybe positioning, but never mind. Oh, Batista might not be knowing what's going on.
Oh, man.
Never mind. He does. He does. He's got that ultra instinct right there.
Map knowledge.
Exactly. Ultra instinct map knowledge and, just aware. I mean, maybe a little bit of the sound helped him there as well. But, yeah. All right, folks, everybody who's at home watching or wherever you're watching, do us a favor and do our community a favor, our Critical Ops community a favor. Give us a share, give the stream a share, let your friends know, let anyone who you might think that would like to watch the competitive scene of Critical Ops, or even if they just want to watch some competitive competitiveness goodness, let them know. Let them know that we're live right now with the G Fuel Tournament Finals in Critical Ops, and that it's really, really, neck and neck right now, as it's 3-3 in this 7th round. And it seems to be a very, very close matchup in terms of the gunfights as well as the round count. Because sometimes you have, gunfights that go, solely in one way, right? One way, and then the round count can kind of vary a little bit. But here it's kind of going back and forth all around, like the gunfights, the map possession, the rounds even kind of going in the same kind of direction every single time. They try and hit one way, someone gets a pick, and then they immediately rotate and they try and get bombed down. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, super close. It's coming down to 1v1s, 1v2s. You're not having a lopsided player count most of the time on the board, which is nice to see. Playing a little slower here, trying to figure out which way they want to go. Looks like they're slowly creeping the bomb up here towards B. 22 seconds to work with. Still a good amount of time, but they need to make their decision and make their move quick here. Already going to peek the corner, checking to see when he's going to be going after his teammate who's about to plant the bomb. Batista and Christian getting kills there. 2 players live on the CT side. Make that one as Averti drops Snoopy. Euratio being picked up by Averti. See if he can make it work as he's peeking his corner here by the bar. Got the remaining CT player slowly creeping. It's going to find Strangle, trying to double up. Oh, man. He's gonna pop this corner. Oh, he did it. Man, he
As I
should have
say
jumped in there. Averti gonna drop Kai that sniper rifle positioned right there between his legs. That's gotta hurt. Underestimating, taking the lead once again, 4-3. Let's take a look at the score board. Scott 10-5, Ottawa 8-4. Looking over here on the UE side, KD not as impressive, but they are winning consistent rounds. If you look at that, that's why we say KD isn't everything.
Indeed.
Slay 1-7, Strangled 3-7. Pretty bad KDs when you consider it, but you're actually ahead by 1 point here and keeping it neck and neck.
Snoopy. Oh my goodness, Snoopy with the shotty. 4-4 body count right now. Shots being fired over here inside the office, and Slay takes up a frag right there on Snoopy and trying to drop bomb to pass it along. You know, playing a little bit of hot potato with the bomb. Minute 13 left in this round. 4 versus 3 player count in favor of the T's right now for UE, and Ottawa and Scott just having a field day right now with the shotty. And this made this a little bit more interesting right now, as it's actually, you know, CT's in favor player count wise, 3-2.
A lot of the CTs are utilizing lower cost weapons here, and they're using them effectively. A couple FP6s pulled out, SA-58s, cheaper guns, able to save on cash, and they're still able to win rounds at such a close range. CTs tying it back up there. Ivy 4-4.
So we were saying the whole, you know, KD isn't everything, right? And you know, it's you know, they're trading blow for blow, but let's say the KD is you know, it factors in, let's say 90% or something that's like a lot, right? Some percentage that's a lot. If that were the case, then the KD, like the score right now, would not be this different in terms of the actual KD, because let's say like, I don't know, 1-7 or 2-7 or something like that for most players on the other team, right? The at the time losing team. Then the other team right now, who just got the point.
Oh man, Arson with the angle. I'm sorry to cut you off right there.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, bomb's down. 2v1. 1v1 Scott.
Got able to find Slay there. 1 versus 1. Bomb slowly ticking down. Christian, hugging this wall right now. Here's a little bit of movement.
Reach wins.
He's going to drop Scott and retake the lead here for his team. Underestimate. I'm sorry to cut you off, Crosby. Continue.
No worries there. So basically what I was saying is that if KD were to play such an important factor, then it wouldn't be, you know, that different in terms of the actual like KD for both teams. Because right now you're seeing 12-7 for Scott, and they're down, right? So the top fragger team is down, and then underneath that you have Ottawa that's 11-5. Whereas on the other side of things, the team that's winning right now, which is UE, they're at 9-7 and 6-6, right? So you would think that it'd be reversed, right? And obviously the match is still fairly, you know, early on, but you know, just lends kind of to the point that KD isn't really necessarily everything.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the CTs, I'm personally leaning a little towards UE right now in this map, as the CTs do have the advantage of being able to hug those corners and wait for the Ts to come to them. Essentially just have to camp out the bomb sites, and they're able to utilize those shotguns and burst rifles, which do a lot of damage. Scott finishing off a Verdi right there is going to bring the score back to tied. But they're able to use those cheaper weapons, those higher damage weapons at close range effectively, and have their KDs at a point that's very nice. But UE is able to keep that score incredibly close. I think when we go into the flip, that they're going to be able to pull away and take the W in this. I'm going to predict right now 13-9. I think that will be the score in UE's favor. The way they're playing this map, they seem to just be a little more confident on it.
And they seem to be playing a little bit more intelligently as well. Like you mentioned, the eco rounds. The eco rounds are they're purchasing weapons that are cheaper, but at the same time they're winning rounds with those weapons because of where they are on the map and what angles they are holding. And the other team, for whatever reason, hasn't caught up on that.
Arson working the AUG over here on A site right now, dropping 3. Teammate Snoopy in there is going to take that quad away from him, but they are able to increase their lead by 1 here. It's 6-5. Arson is cleaned up with that AUG.
Indeed, and look at that, KD 14-7 for Scott, finally putting themselves on top. I don't know how many rounds it's been since they've had that going for them, but it's paying off. That double KD right there. Kai and Homie's getting flashed, but that doesn't matter. Snoopy says, "Hey, what are you doing there, Slay? What's going on?" Really quick tidbit about Snoopy. Snoopy's a very respected player, mainly because he was a massive reason for Merciless's success, which was his team back in the day.
Really difficult trying to push up here. Poolside towards A. Oh, Badass is going to save teammate Averti right there with a headshot being landed on Arson. Snoopy over in the corner finding strangled. Averti pop with a reload. I don't know why he's right there. They're just lining up for Snoopy. It's a kill buffet right there. And Kai's coming up behind it, going to knock Christian down. And they're going to be going to the flip. Down by 2 on the UE side. Ivy Militia leading by 2 here, 7-5 as we move into the flip. I still got that prediction though, man. I still got that prediction of 13-9. I think it'll be in UE's favor, but we'll have to see here. Chat, let us know what your thoughts are here on this round thus far. Are you seeing a UE win or an Ivy Militia win? Is it going to be a little gapped or maybe a 13-12? I'm not going to complain about 13-12. Love seeing everything nice and close, but it's just the way the UE's been playing, man. I think they're going to be able to pull it off here with a little bit of a gap in the score. We're about to see who wins this pistol round, and the winner of this will definitely have an advantage going into the next couple of rounds. Bomb being pushed up here towards A. Flashmate coming out. I believe that was a teammate flash. Kai able to hold on to his life there, even though teammate flashing him by accident. Bomb has been planted over here on the B side, and Arson opening up the kill feed there for his team Ivy. Batista quickly trading out Scott, evening up the body count board. Strangle working the MR96 here, and the CTs just absolutely slay the T's. Remaining playout alive here on the T side is Kai. They're going to kill him, but I think they got the bomb defused before they even dropped him.
I do believe that is the case. That was a very nicely executed round. It's a good round for you when you're able, like you mentioned there, to defuse the bomb before the other player even has an option to check the bomb. Like that was just tactical gameplay right there, and very well executed by the CTs. Very well played by them. UE, quick tidbit, beat Xenocide in a past tournament. Now they're playing Ivy, a team that consists of Xenocide players. So that's going to be interesting to see, kind of a soft rematch, I guess you could call it. But, it's definitely very, very even this time around with this flip. You got a lot of different, a lot of weaponry that's kind of varying. You got a lot of pistols. You got a lot of red guns over here. And well, Arson found out the hard way. He was never getting out of that gunfight. Ottawa takes down one person right there. That is Christian Averty as well. 3 versus 4 in favor of the CTs. More shots being fired towards, I believe, it was B. And Ottawa decides to back up, but doesn't back up in time as Slay comes around the corner and says, "Hey, what's going on, homie?" Averty gets one as well. Now this is all up to Snoopy. 100 HP, gets a shot off, but not able to put down Bad, and Bad puts him down. 7-7, all tied up as we go into this 15th round.
SA is a great gun. I love that gun, especially for moving quicker as an AR, dealing a good amount of 100%. Damage. You can you line it up just right, hit that burst, 1, 2, 3. Dropping a player quick. All tied up here, 7-7. UE, one of the last couple rounds. Not a huge surprise when they won that pistol round. They're going to have that cash advantage moving in here. Definitely want to see them take this third round if you're a fan of UE. But Ivy, see what they can say about it. Playing Eco in the last round. A couple players have opted to go for some higher cost weaponry. AK-47s here, grenades coming down to making them back up, doing a little bit of damage to them. The UE just seems to have better map knowledge and just presence on the T side and now on the CT side. Arson doubled up there to SG, quickly backing up, making sure nobody pops out between those doors. Bomb is in the hand of Scott. They're slowly backing down. I think they're going to make the rotation around here and try to get at B from a different angle. Arson watching back here, slowly moving around the catwalk.
So now that the game has progressed a little bit more now, the rounds aren't going as quickly, usually, at least in terms of the rounds being finished. But the gunfights are still, you know, starting off within the first like 20 or seconds or so. But the actual rounds are lasting quite a bit longer, and that just speaks to the amount of the level of comfortness that these two teams have with each other now. They're getting more methodical. They're getting more kind of in terms of the tactical side of things. They're thinking a little bit more now and have a better sense of each other's tendencies, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, especially because, like I mentioned earlier, some of the Xenoside players are playing right now on Ivy Militia. So, like I said, you consider it a soft rematch.
Snoopy with a crucial double kill there at the AK-47.
Snoopy.
I've already hearing that bomb being planted. He's about to come around the corner here and shoots him in the back. It will be another UE round, having won the past 3. Some disrespect coming in from Averti, shooting those bodies. Those be fighting actions here in the video gaming world. Bomb defused, but CT's actually able to get the bomb plant, a little extra cash, which will be much needed, and now some teabag action. Peach iced tea on the G Fuel side, definitely a flavor you should check out, folks. It is fantastic, especially here in the summer.
Alrighty, 8-7 right now, round count, minute 45, as this round has just commenced. Looking as if a whole bunch of utils going to be utilized over here towards, I think, the east side of things. Yeah, just some pre-util, not much in terms of any actual, you know, thoughtfulness into it. Just kind of clearing out typical angles, etc., etc. 4v4 right now as the gunfight comes into play. Batista goes down. Ottawa takes him down. Trey's coming in. Bomb's coming down over here towards the left side, and I think they're about to get into a slaughterfest, and that's exactly what's going on as a smoke access cover, and this is now a 2 versus 2, just over a minute left. Bombs down. They can easily pick it up, so there's no worries there, but they kind of have not much of an option in terms of how they're going to pursue this exit of this area. You can see Arson just kind of chilling back here behind the desk in the chair, hoping that he gets a pick as he's less than 50 HP, whereas the CT's chilling at 100 HP each. Ottawa very low as well. 30 seconds left. Clock is ticking down. This is going to be a do or die situation. They got to push up on a site like literally right now and plant, or hope that they get 2 gunfights and win those 2. Otherwise, this is going to be a... Oh, okay, there you go. 1 going down, strangled. Ottawa getting him, and this is now 1 versus 1 as Christian actually ends up getting 2. And, well, 9-7 round count. Christian and crew. Well played.
UE slowly increasing their side. It just... Man, watching them play on the T side, keeping it so close, especially with the KTs the way they were, it's a pretty CT-sided map. CT's just got to sit on the bomb site. There's tons of angles. You have to check super close quarters. But seeing them keep it so close, I'm not surprised at all that they're able to take this lead over Ivy, having won the previous 4 rounds. Definitely feeling like they can take another. You're looking at a couple of the players here now on the Ivy side. Lore on Cash. This is a much needed win for them, or they're going to be back on pistols. Some warning shots from Kai, not connecting anybody, giving away their location. They give up popping in, their grenades going in. We're moving in, boys. Shots going right by the left side ear of Kai. They're going back and forth here, seeing who's going to strike first. And it's Snoopy opening up the kill. He found Slade, doubled up there and strangled. And oh my gosh, Averti in the corner going to put down 2 players. Arson quick to respond on him. It's a 3 versus 2. 2 live here on the CT side. This could be the first round Ivy's won in a minute. Bomb about to go down. Great placement here by Scott, hiding in the smoke.
Oh, the nade! The nade bounced off the wall. 13 HP Ottawa. 2v2. Bombs down. This is very manageable. Oh, it's being defused. Is he gonna check it? He does, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Christian able to get the frag and the defuse as well, winning that round for his team. UE up 10-7 over Ivy Militia. Well played.
I think the crosshair size is the lowest we can get it just for the tournament.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 players right now. Well, I guess we could call 3. 2 players immediately that are a kill or 2 off, a frag or 2 off, being having a 20 bomb for the kills.
Oh my gosh, Christian with a quad feed in there. Arson gonna put him down before he can do more damage to his team, but enough damage has been done. Arson with a 2-piece of his own. Oh my gosh, UE is poised to take another round here. The last player alive is Arson, getting 3 kills of his own. It'd be absolutely insane if he's able to clutch this. You prevented the clutch of Christian, and then you clutch it yourself. Man, that'd be crazy. A clutch plus an ace.
How was see if you catch on, Jake. That was a Lord
Farquaad.
Yes, sir. That was a Lord
Farquaad. I remember saying that. I think that was in the Ford Assault tournament we did last time.
Yeah,
man, look at all the guns just laying down there. I love it, dude.
I never knew like never. Anyway, Shrek is just a fantastic movie. Anyway.
No, it is. We were just talking about that earlier. It really is. CTs. Watching their corners, watching doorways, not getting overzealous. Good for them. Arson gonna get dropped by Batista there, and UE is winning each and every round. I think my prediction might have been off. It's looking like it's gonna be a 13-7.
You know the eyes emote right now?
Yeah.
The eyes emote. That's what I'm sending you right now telepathically. Because you kind of you're on the way there, Jake. The prediction's on the way there.
Yeah, like I said, it was just the way they were playing on the T side. Is like, wow, this is gonna get really lopsided when they get to the CT side.
Yeah, fair.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how Ivy does on grounded. I think it's gonna be a totally different story for them. Oh man, that grenade is mean. Oh, Snoopy's able to dodge most of it, only taking a little bit of damage. Thinking about peeking in there through the doors. Arson slowly creeping around here on the edge of the map. Bomb about to push in. Scott and crew thinking about going down here. Man, the back and forward shoulder peek. You gotta be careful doing that so much because you get used to just doing it, and then like your brain doesn't register when you see a head pop out.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times. Scott trying to stay nice and disciplined though, not doing it too much. Really watching that door precisely. This is do or die right now for Ivy. You really need to start getting a couple points here on the board. Oh, Scott's gonna find Slay over there in the corner. 2 versus 4. This might be finally a round here for the Ivy squad. Remaining player to live here is going to be strangled. It's going to be difficult to strangle 4 players at once, but we'll see what he can do.
Such a not whatchamacallit, a punny pun, but it got me either way.
Ivy putting the first point on the board in a minute. 6 rounds uncontested. Finally speaking up over here on the Ivy side, but is it too little too late? Only 3 rounds down though from tying it up. Definitely anything is possible. And a much needed round as well, getting a little bit extra cash in here. You can see they're going, for the most part, full buys. They just gotta go. This is the point. This is the point of the return. You let them get another point. It's match point. You don't have another mess up. You gotta do something. Slay already coming up, opening up the kill feed there with the FP6, averting it, backing up. I don't know if I'd want to have that knife in hand. I want my primary out. There we go. Switch back up. Oh man, got the zombie, the classic zombie camo there on the FP6. I remember that. I think I'd still got that rocking on mine. Kind of peeking corners here. Load up pre-fire action, not finding anybody. Giving away their position though. Bomb slowly coming up behind. Some more warning shots being fired in there towards the bar. Rest in peace to all those classes. Man, like just watching the CTs, the angles that they have. You feel super comfortable. Like you have no reason to move. I'm sitting right here. There's so many angles from the T's have to check coming into it. Man, Slay's got a fantastic position. Takes the corner, misses that shotgun shot. Such a crucial shot you needed to hit. Teammate Battis is going to turn the corner.
Goodness.
Slay getting knocked down to 19 HP. Man, that was a mess up right there.
Whoever peeked that second, the second on the left over there, they should have gotten that kill, that frag, but I guess it was just miscommunication or just something, because that was a perfect bait. Just the switch and the execution of that was, a little lacking there, but it doesn't matter. Bombs down, 3v2 in favor of the T's. B is the bomb set of choice, and Scott catches bad right there, but Christian gets a trade.
Christians is playing so well this game. Really the player I think standing out most for me on the UE side. Not the best KD wise, sitting right there in second place, but just the way he's been playing and the kills he's getting, the clutch moments, being able to defuse the bomb, has been great. I think he's been one of the players, looking back on it, has been in those 1v1s, winning them for the most part. 11-9 here, 2 points down from Ivy, tying it up. You should be still pretty good in the cash area here on UE. A couple players a little lower. I don't like the decision by Snoopy to pull that ratio out.
I just took a look at Strangle's KD, and it's
6 and 17. Yeah, that when you have a KD like that, you're almost triple negative. That's when there is a little bit. A little bit of a factor that starts weighing down your team a little bit. A couple kills there. Like if he had been able to grab those kills when he peeked the corner with the shotgun, it could be 12-8.
Team able to compensate enough in that department to translate into 2 additional points for them. So I mean, there's that, which ultimately is the only thing that really does matter, is the actual score line, not the KD. But Slay coming down, 2v2. Oh, they're gonna hit the pool side. Nice and slow. Little do they know that B has a nice surprise for him that's strangled on it. And as I say, that he's gonna chill, come back over here near the McLaren and just take a shot down. But
Slay can even see him. Gotta try to drop shot, firing multiple shots for the Scots. Gonna back out of there with only 24 HP in hand. This is a big round for them. They need to get this, but Slay is there with a headshot. It's now match point for Underestimated.
Pew 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 pew.
Man, it might just be at 13-9.
You said 13-9, Jake, right?
I did. I said 13-9. I don't make predictions very often. I'm just saying. I don't usually make predictions, but I had a good feeling about it, man. I'm gonna be extra happy if I actually do get it down to the wire here. Underestimated, you got to win this round for me.
I don't know if this is just
honestly, I'd love Ivy to see it upset though and bring it back and tie it up 12-12. I would love to see that more than me. Right.
Because it's just more of the amazing just gameplay that we want to see, right? Oh baby!
Wow, that could have been a lot worse than it was for Ivy. I was holding my breath there. They decided to peek. Scott opened it up for his team there, dropping down there. Verdi. Arsenal see if he can find anybody here in the corner. Slay is going to put down the stupid evening at the body count board. 4-4 here. Otto's finding Slay, and it's a 3 versus 3 now. Match point for you, Eve. Maybe feeling just a little bit of pressure. It's a do or die situation here for Ivy. They got to get these points on the board, or else you're going to have Underestimated leading 1-0 here in this best out of 3 series. Kai peeking the corner here. Might see if he can land a karate chop headshot on one of these players. Not being so lucky to find anybody. I love how they reload the AK-47 having to switch it.
It's Kaios in the chat saying strangled is 6 and 7, I believe, still 7 and 17 rather. He's just
they're trying to mess support. It up for me. He's just there for more.
Which I mean, it's funny, but like,
damn, they're ruining my prediction. But I like it.
I mean, at that point, most of it would be just gathering intel and baiting, which is fair. That's a legitimate way of playing.
Oh, 100%.
It just sucks that it translates into someone going that negative. But,
well, yeah, I mean, you can see that you're 7 and 18 there, but yet your team is still winning here by 2 points. You just need 1 point here on the board. Man, this is your time to shine and get a couple kills, and you've pretty much guaranteed your team will win there. Strangled, working it with the AUG in hand here. Christian, don't tell me he's only rocking a pistol this round.
Where's Bomb right now? I think it's it's
Did
just
not
chilling
like
on
the
the
way Slay peeked that corner. You can like just feel the tension in the match.
Yeah.
It's like you could cut it with a butter knife right now. You could just feel it. Grenade going out, players being so quiet. Oh, Snoopy with an amazing kill right there on Batista. I know he was super low, but very clutch to get him down to the ground. Scott quietly flicking down Averti, and they should be able to push in here and get this bomb planted with a round win. Scott finding Slay. Scott coming in big here for his team Ivy. They're about to go ahead and put another point on the board, only being down 1 point. The remaining player here is going to be Strangled. This is your time to shine, sir. Can you get this ace? That'd be absolutely insane. Flashbang's coming out. He's going to back up and not get hit by either of them. Checking his right now. He hears that bomb going down.
Bomb has been planted.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be very rough.
Yeah, I see it.
Is he saving? Yeah,
I think he's going to save. I think that's probably the best decision there on his part to save. To retake B site. I mean, I don't want to say impossible, but damn, is it impossible on this map?
Yeah.
With 4 players after live? Yeah, it's not. Let me clarify. It's not impossible to retake the site. It's impossible to take it being down. There's 4 players in the site. It's a 1v4. That's what I was trying to say there.
Yeah, and just he had 400 in cash, so you might as well save at that point, just with all the other factors that you just mentioned, Jake. So
did Strangle get Strangle? Did Strangle?
He did, and he did.
I literally look over the chat for just a second, and I look back. I see him in the kill feed getting killed by the bomb. What was the point of saving them?
I don't know, man. I was gonna say. I think 2 players.
That's gotta be so frustrating. Yeah, there was one on the T side, but I mean that doesn't really count. They got a good amount of cash to work with here. You're looking at Strangle. He's got nothing in the bank, man. He has nothing in the bank. He's gonna have to start taking out loans from his teammates here. Man,
I was watching the replay here to see who the other player was, because like
it's funny how the tides turn. UE just looking like they were gonna take this, and nah,
Ottawa.
Still definitely can, but it was Autumn. Okay,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm actually happy my prediction was wrong. This is even better than being right 13-9. Man, I love how close this is. This is a lot of fun to watch as a caster and enjoying casting it.
Yeah.
I don't know who is just holding down the trigger, dude, wasting some ammo. Yeah, it was Kai there just... Well, maybe it was Ottawa. I don't know. Making a lot of noise over there. Going to creep down here.
Ooh, okay, so we have actually 4 players that have broken the 40 bombs. So we got Otto at 23 and 15, Arson at 21 and 15, 21 and 15 for Scott, and then so that was IB Malicious side, and then just Bad at 20 and 19 for the side of Underestimated. So we have 4 players that are absolutely fragging out, and now we have a 5th player, as Snoopy joined.
Oh, Verti, I don't know how he got that shot. He's gonna try to get another one here. What, did he not see him? I could see him, dude, and he's gonna lose his life to Snoopy. Snoopy's staying alive or keeping the chance of a win alive, but no, they're not. There's gonna get dropped. Christian coming in clutch, and it is going to be a UE win. They're currently leading the series 1-0. Wow. Boom, 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 boom.
I think that's probably the match that we've had the most people get 20 bombs. That was 5 people in total.
Yeah, really. I mean, you just look at it, the amount of kills there. Kai and Strangled both having a very similar round, just not being able to find anything on this map.
6 rather now. What? Yeah, 6? Basically, so everybody except Kai. Yeah, everybody except Kai on the side for Ivy, and then Bad and Christian on UE.
UE leading the series 1-0 here, folks. We are going to have a quick word from our sponsors, and we will be back. We are headed to the map of Grounded next. Hoping headed to Bureau, man. I would love to see an all the way around series here, but we'll have to see what Ivy and Underestimated have to say about that. With that being said, folks, we will see you here on the flip side in just a moment after a quick word from our sponsors.
See you. if you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out. Then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Welcome back, mobile esports fans. Thank you to our amazing sponsors. What a crazy first match. I said yesterday I felt like we would head over to the map of Grounded, and here we are, folks, playing on the map of Grounded for map number 2. Players are going to go ahead and get ready. We'll probably have the match ready in about 10 to 15 minutes. Got to give the players enough time to go and get in here, make any subs and adjustments they want to do. It is the finals. There's some prizes on the line here. Crosby, do you want to go over the prizes here that these teams are competing for? Of course, the glory of winning the tournament and having the bragging rights that, I beat you. But there's also some other goodies you can enjoy along with those bragging rights.
Indeed, Jake. So yeah, like Jake mentioned, you got a whole bunch of bragging rights and, just general swagger that comes with, taking the top prize on this amazing Critical Ops G Fuel tournament. But in terms of, some stuff that you can actually get, well, I'll let you know right now. You get, of course, if you're the winning team, don't want to get ahead of myself, you get 2 G Fuel tubs and 1 shaker per player on the winning team, as well as HyperX charge plays per player on the winning team, and 5,200 in-game credits. So you get a whole bunch of G Fuel goodness. You get a shaker that goes along with it. You get a HyperX charge plays, and you get 5,200 in-game credits if you're on the winning team. That's just absolutely fantastic. And not to mention that you get the swagger, the game, the glory, and everything that comes along with it. And you get to the bragging rights, like Jake mentioned. But yeah, so really quickly, you're just gonna want to go through the tournament settings that we've been playing with for the past couple of days now since we started this Critical Ops G Fuel tournament. So we started on the 30th, rather. I was gonna say 13th. No. The 30th of April, which was a couple days ago. Teams, we had eight teams that were selected and invited. The mode is, of course, Defuse the Bomb. We have been playing a 5 versus 5 bracket system, and the region, of course, is North America. And we had a whole bunch of teams that were, kind of didn't do super hot in the first round. But of course, semis were a lot more intense than these finals right now. You got Ivy Militia and Underestimated going absolute ham, trading blow for blow in most instances. And it's going to be an amazing second match coming up, folks.
100% throwing the bracket up right now just so you guys can take a look at where we came from starting Friday. Just a mini tournament here. Again, stay tuned. As we mentioned earlier on in the stream, we got a big tournament announcement coming later in the week. Make sure you subscribe here. You've rung the notification bell. And sorry, I just had looking at a comment there. Ring the notification bell, follow us on social media, etc., so you can get notified when we make that big announcement. Round 2 here in the bracket, and we can take a final look here at where we're at now. Underestimated versus Ivy Militia. Underestimated leading 1-0 here in this best out of 3, heading over to the map Grounded for map number 2. Definitely excited to see both of these teams go head-to-head on it. I think this is a fantastic map. Looking forward to seeing how both these teams play on their opposing sides. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below.
Maybe tag your prediction in terms of the actual score count, and maybe if you want to get a little frugal, who you think the MVP in terms of maybe just clutchness or frags will be for each side. That'd be interesting to see if you guys can predict maybe who's going to be getting a 20 bomb, if anybody, because we did see 6 players, essentially the entire side of Ivy get that. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Let us know, folks, who you think is going to take the W and by what margin.
Yes, definitely curious to see your all's predictions down there in the comment section. Got something cool we're going to check out right now as we're waiting for map number 2 to get underway. We got the G Fuel Tournament top players laws thus far with 42 kills and 25 deaths. That's one heck of a KD. 1.68. Ottawa right below him over there for Ivy Militia with 40 and 27. Very, very similar. Just going down here, you can see those underestimated players and Ivy players here on the top 20 players here in the entire tournament. Love to see these stats going through and seeing those big plays.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's very interesting to see some of the stats. Not just like from what we've seen in this past match, but previous matches as well. It's cool to see kind of the progression as well, because you've seen some players that have gone, have joined the agency, so they've been 007 or more, and then they graduate the agency and they end up going even, or even at very, very seldom though, going positive and just absolutely being an explosive player that can end up, being the linchpin as to their respective team's victory. So Ivy Militia, really quick tidbit. Ivy Militia was formed a little bit less than a week ago, and they have a lot to gain. Very, very new. But despite having individual players known by most people following the NA competitive scene, they are yet to prove they can do what they can do under their new name, as their main 5 is, they're from Xena side, as we kind of mentioned previously. It's going to be really interesting to see take on teams that have been playing together for months. And, as of right now, we see that because Ivy Militia is still packing a very hard punch, taking that W just now on map number 1, Soar 13-11, and having 4 of their 5 players hitting the 20 bomb, and that was a sight to see, because I don't think we've seen that from that many players in a very, very long time, if ever.
Right? I don't know if I've seen that many players just as a whole, not on one team. Yeah, definitely not on one team, but as a whole on each team get so many 20 bombs.
Yeah.
Top teams right here. Underestimated is the number 1 team in the tournament, and Ivy Militia right below them there in second place. Very, very close. I mean, you're looking at that. Your average KD per team, 1.21 versus 1.18. Neck and neck there. Again, KD doesn't tell the whole story, but it is always interesting to see. And sometimes it does. if you're triple negative, that can play a role in it. But if you're 17 and 24, you've been playing the bomb, entry fragging, whatever the case may be, it doesn't always play as big of a role as some people like to make it out to be. Chat, let us know what you think the prediction for map number 2, or what your predictions for map number 2 are. Is UB gonna win here and finish it up in map number 2, or is Ivy Militia gonna tie it up 1-1, and we'll head over to Bureau to duke it out and see who the champion is gonna be? Curious to see what your thoughts are. Players slowly joining up as we speak, getting their strats together, seeing how they're gonna play this, if they're making any subs, charging up their devices, maybe getting some more G Fuel, just relaxing a little bit before having to get into it. Give them a little bit more time here that they have made it to the finals.
Yo,
Do the comment section here. How you guys doing?
Ottawa, what's up, homie? I see your name being mentioned. Somebody says something about Ottawa being just a little bit nice, and I tend to agree. Of course, he's talking about the player, but I'm talking about the capital of Canada. No, but I mean, you can say both are nice. You right. Every time I see it, I'm like, what is Ottawa doing there? Because I'm actually interested. Ottawa. I don't know if you're listening right now. I don't know if you're watching, but if this gets to you, I'm wondering, did you name yourself after the capital of Canada, or just happens to come down to that being your name somehow? Like, I'm assuming that's probably it. Capital, but I don't know.
I would guess.
Grand is my map.
You would guess.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Match is not live here, folks. Just a little bit of pre-match viewing. Again, match is not live here. I don't know why, but I'm kind of feeling. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just wondering, when was the last time we casted Grounded? Was it? I think it was the last tournament we held, right?
Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, it has been a little bit. I feel Ivy's got the advantage here in Grounded. I don't know why, but that is the feeling that I'm getting coming into this, that Ivy has the advantage on this map, and of course we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But that is just a feeling that I am getting here.
Coalition wins.
I can't tell you why. Like, I haven't seen Ivy personally play on Grounded versus Underestimated or anything in scrims or previous matches. It's just a feeling that I'm getting. Chat, are you getting the same feeling, or is that feeling I have misplaced and stupid, and I need to be changing that up?
Okay, so chat saying, yeah, he does live in Ottawa. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, yeah. That makes sense, definitely.
That's fair. Because, I've never seen anybody just called Ottawa, in game. So that's
I've seen a lot of... I don't know if odd's the right word, but different names. And yeah, you're right. I've never seen a capital city name.
Yeah, because that's just someone taking the name Washington, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Just I guess Washington maybe a little bit more well known in terms of it actually being someone's last name, but Ottawa, what?
Well, you live in Canada. What does Ottawa mean?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's what we got Google for. I got this nice computer sitting in front of me with these nice screens.
Apart from it being the capital of Canada, that's all I know.
It kind of sounds like an Indian tribe almost.
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is they have a nice area to skate, and that's it.
Okay, so I have no idea to say a bunch of these words, but it means to trade. The settlement was originally incorporated as a bytown as bytown in 1850. The name was changed to Ottawa in 1855. It is derived from the Algonquin. I actually think I might have said that right. Did I say that right?
You did. Yeah, you did.
Damn.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Fantastic. Are we seriously live?
I think we might be live. The match has been restarted, so we might either be knifing or I'm not sure. I have yet to see what's going on.
I didn't see the knife, but folks, we're almost live. That's pretty cool. All right, so it means the trade. That is actually an awesome name for an FPS, man.
Knifing. We are knifing.
We are knifing. Fantastic. Let's take a look here at the knifing round, folks. See who's going to get which side. Arson just getting absolutely obliterated there in the face by Kai's pistol. Somehow still at 100 HP.
Indeed. I think we're having somebody else sub in, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just a disconnect. I'm not sure. Someone just said in the chat, in the game chat, that they're waiting for somebody, even though everyone's here. So I'm assuming maybe just a sub, but I don't know. I thought we were doing I
mean, they're definitely set up on the T-side to knife, man. They are they got their little mound of terrorists over there.
Folks, we're just letting y'all know, like, we're ready and you know, we're ready to go. We're just waiting for the teams. So
yeah, no, guys, we're just waiting for the teams to get in here, and we're about ready to go.
Yeah. Notice that's not really random though. There's a team player that has that name. We're just, you know, getting curious. That's it.
Sub should be coming in here shortly. It looks like he's just about to hop in here, and then we will be good to go. So, folks, we're going to bring up the team stats once more here to take a look at that before the knifing actually happens. Oh, actually, I think we're about taking down right now. Or not. Are they, I'm kind of confused here. That they don't have the 5th player?
I think they're ready now, but not ready. I'm
gonna bring up the stats comparison image.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you one.
Now they should be good to go and start knifing their sides.
Okay, so another tidbit about Mr. Otto over here. So after parting ways with E8, so Elevate, to join Xenocide just 2 days after joining the team, he proved that he could be a great team player and stick around with some players, even if there are some clashes. So, you know, great problem solving skills there. But you know, sometimes you gotta part ways, and it happens. It happens.
Pistols getting thrown out here. They're about to go in here, and we'll see if it's going to be a T slaughterhouse or a CT slaughterhouse. Players jumping back and forth. They're all over in the corner there on the T side. Kai trying to make his entry. Oh, T's just poking out just a little bit, just saying, get away from me. Striking it like a snake here. They have yet to make their move on either of the sides. They're just a little bit teasing going back and forth. It looks like the CTs are just about to move in. First swipe out. Somebody got swiped. I'm not sure who that was. I thought they were going in, but nope. They're just continuing to tease us here, folks. Who is going to be the winner of this knifing side? Ooh, that showing his backside there, man. That's a little disrespect. Probably was a... Oh my gosh, here we go. And UE with the slaughter there. 3 players up the line there on their side. Underestimated will be deciding sides here for them, which they want to start on. I bet they start on the T side. That seems kind of their MO.
I think they're ready. Everybody's saying ready in the game chat. Just waiting on final confirmation.
Yep, should have the match here live in just a minute or two, folks. Waiting. Usually the finals match takes just a little bit longer than the other ones, and I think we are live.
Live indeed. Yes, we are live. Live has been confirmed. All right, folks. Match number 2
on the T side. That's what they like to have, that CT flip, and I like that a lot too. I like being on the flip and finishing out my match on the CT side.
Alrighty, folks. Let's get into this one. Match number 2 on Grounded of a best of 3. UE is on the T side, and of course, CT goes to Ivy Militia. Underestimated, seeming to opt to actually start off, I think, going towards the A bomb side. This is exactly what's going on. They're going to be turtling all up, and they've actually already made it onto the A bomb side. Bomb's down. Snoopy finds a frag there on Bad, though. This is now going to be a very interesting retake because they do have less players, but they do indeed have full site control. So it's, I think, going to come down to whoever wins this gunfight over here. Strangled versus Arson. Strangled gets 1. Arson gets immediately traded out. This is now a 3 versus 3. And as I say that, all but 1 drop. for the CTs, and well, Ottawa gets 2 and Christian gets Ottawa. There you go. T's get that bomb plant and ultimately defend the bomb site. Get that first round on the board. Underestimated. Start off hot 1-0 against Ivy Militia.
Got out to that A bomb site quick, got that bomb planted and defended it very well there on the UE side. It was interesting to see no CT players over there. We'll see if they make that same mistake again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they're going to try to do the exact same thing here on the UE side. Grenades going out here. They're pushing out. Christian compete around the corner. Smoke grenade down. He's going to push in with teammate Strangle. About to try to get this bomb planted. Basta doubled on up there with the Chris Vector. Bomb's about to be planted here on the bomb site. 3 players left alive here on the CT side. 5 still up. Make that 2 up now on the CTs. Auto peeking around the corner. About to go around Spool. Wow, I couldn't even see Snoopy right there. Slay. To be trying to work this angle here through connector, finding 1, popping the reload, gonna go back and see if he can get another one.
Snoopy, oh my goodness. Again, okay.
This should be a T win here, but he just able to drop as many T players as you possibly can, make him hurt a little bit. Man, you felt like bomb shock.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought he took some damage for a second.
Nah, I guess he didn't there, but that was a nice like just like shaking of the screen effect. Anyway, 2 rounds right now. Underestimated have under their belt. Even though Snoopy has that 4-1 KD, Christian trailing ever so slightly at 3-1. Did I say Tristan? I meant Christian.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Mess up there on the flashbang, and that frag gonna do a little bit of damage. Or Strangle can't get a kill on Surge, but quickly straight out here by Slay. Strangle trying to get around, not take too much more damage than that frag grenade. Drop down to 56 HP. About to pick the corner here, going into A. Don't see any CT players in there. Shot being fired. Ottawa finding 1, not gonna be able to get another one down just yet. Arson dropping down Slay, working the pistol. 2 versus 2 here. Snoopy coming up from the back. Teammate here on his right. Christian is going to eliminate him. It's all up here to Snoopy. Got to prevent that bomb being planted. Tries to double up, but what happened? Did he accidentally... I guess he thought he got the kill, was trying to switch over to his knife. So? He's able to keep it together, though, and drop down Christian. What a big potential mistake he could have made just right there. I've done that so many times. You unload multiple shots into the guy. You think he's dead, and then, nope, you got to finish him out. You got to finish him out. Picking up that AK.
Be patient. That's a classic mistake that a lot of people make, like us included.
Oh yeah, it really is easy to make.
It sucks because it's something that's very preventable, but just get overconfident and it's like, I'm about to, get this guy in 2, 3, 4, 5 bullets, however many you think we might take, and
underestimated that way too close together. Man, you throw a frag grenade right over there by a metal detector and you soften all those players up. Strangled down to 3 HP. The remaining 2 T players, though, 3 T players are alive. A total of 4. 2 of them got 100, and Batista working with 28 HP, pushing here to the bomb site. He's able to get the kill quickly. Traded by Ottawa, doubling up there with the AUG. A 2 versus 2. Strangled peeking around the corner, giving himself away over here by B Long. Trying to help his teammate Christian get that bomb planted, and it looks like they'll be able to do that. Strangle's gonna have to watch his back here. Inside a storage room.
Bombs down. 2v1.
Arson with a mean angle, trying to work that HK. He's able to find him. Nice wall bang coming in from him. It's all up here to Strangled, and really he just needs to watch out the time. Yeah, you just got to work this time. I think he knows that. Strangled backing up, going to try to reposition here. Arson seems to know exactly what he's doing. He's seen this play before. He's been to this rodeo, but Strangled is going to win it anyways. Goes ahead and slips that rope around his neck and takes that steer to market. It's 3-1 here. UE takes their lead back up by 2.
I like that one, Jake. I haven't heard that one in a while.
We're in the American Midwest. I thought it was appropriate, right?
Yes, sir.
I hear that's what they do out there. I've never personally been out there. Flyover country, as they call it. Looks beautiful, though. Smoke grenade and flash coming in. That's going to frustrate those UE players a little bit. I don't know if I like the sniper decision here by Surge. it's a lot of money to drop on a weapon here this early on in a match, especially on the T side. We'll see if it works out for them. Snoop opening it up here for his team, but quickly traded out. There's a slew of kills getting dropped down here inside of Baggage Claim. They're pushing up here once again to B site, and there's Scott over here, B long, making it work. Grenade going in there, trying to drop down Scott, but nope, Scott staying strong, finding it bad. There he is. I was trying to find him. Man, right over here by this storage rack. Oh, Surge working that sniper rifle. I guess it's coming into play. But ultimately, not being able to use it much more after that. And we see another point going here in favor of Ivy Militia. Ix, thank you so much for the dono, sir. So who's winning this? Spam your team. Let us know, chat. Who do you think is going to win this? Gmail, UE on top. Thank you for the dono. Well, $1.99, sir. Appreciate it. Seeing a lot of UE fans here. Oh, Snoopy with the quad feed, man. Trying to go for a fifth, but he's not going to be able to get the ace. It's Ottawa finishing off Slay, and it's all tied up there. Lord Farquaad being designated over there to himself. Crazy action with the P90. I think we saw him use that yesterday quite effectively as well. P90 is something we like to see. Snoopy likes to pick up, and 11-4 KD looking very, very nice there.
Attention, attention. Everybody, Snoopy is just better. That is all.
And that was a play. That's why I'm saying I don't like how closely grouped UE is together in so many of these spots, is you can easily do something like that with a grenade or an SMG, even an assault rifle. Really, you can easily get those 2-piece, 3-pieces. Arson dropping out Strangle the Surge. Once again, they're just so closely grouped together. Slay gonna put him down on the ground, not allowing you any more damage. There's a team with a 3 versus 3 to make that 2 versus 3 as Slay puts down Kai. Bomb about to be planted here. CT's trying to retake this site, but now it's only down to one CT player here with 3 alive on the T side. It's going to be difficult, but if anyone can do it, I would say it is going to be Snoopy. He's trying to work these angles, lands a couple shots on Slay, but ultimately not enough to drop him. It's back to UE leading by 1 here, 4-3.
Snoopy's already at 11 frags. That's insane. He got 4 of them the round before. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it seems as if this round is, if things track, it's going to go in favor of the CTs. That being said, if I take a look at the eco situation, it's looking a little bit grim on the... Actually, never mind. It's actually looking kind of even.
Yeah, it's a little lower on the Ivy side, but yeah, it's all right. This is a needed round for them. They need to get this, and it's looking like they're going to be able to pull it out. Only 2 T's left alive here. Otto and Snoopy getting kills respectively. Strangled, struggle with the smoke, and wow, CT player just walked right out into him, and they're able to do it here on the CT side, preventing that A site from being taken. It's all tied up once again, 4-4, back and forth. We like to see it. 13-5 over there for Snoopy. Christian on the top of his scoreboard for his team, but definitely not as an impressive score. Only 8-6, but on the T side, having to try to get into those bomb sites, not a huge surprise.
Yeah. You guys went like nuts in the chat. Yeah, like that was nuts. Snoopy, and I think Christian got in last map as well. That was a 2. So we've got 2 quads this time around. Yeah. 1 per map.
Just not an ace, man. I want to see if we can get an ace.
The ace. We're missing the ace.
Missing that ace. Man, the utilities are just being used so perfectly. It's amazing to see that how utility usage over the years has gotten better. Ottawa getting a triple kill, trying to go for the 4th man. Only 1 T player alive here, but it's Arson gonna... No, he's not, man. Ottawa is gonna get a quad feed. Arson was trying to take it away from him, but Ottawa was able to stay strong and land the better shots. Ivy taking the lead here. Ottawa and Snoopy, look at those scores, man. Carrying their team right now. Like, KDs don't always play the story, but or play the whole part into the game, but they're definitely right now helping them take the lead. UE's just playing way too close together.
Yeah,
I think they need to spread out a little bit more.
It's not always who's who's there for the trade. It's who's in the better position, because trades can happen, but it doesn't mean you're always going to be able to get that trade. But if you have better position and you end up getting that gunfight as well, you still have the position in your favor. You just have a gunfight and a kill to show for it, right? Right there, Kai. Perfect example. Kai's right there. He's checking the backside. He's just waiting for 2 people to walk up and just making sure that no one else can come in. And that's exactly what he does. And 2 people just walk by, barely even check him. He gets a 2-piece. perfect. It's positioning. It's all positioning. If you have to, of course, then yeah, run and try and get into a better position. But Snoopy, or rather Kai, is like, nah, I'm gonna chill here and just wait for you guys to push up. Why am I gonna move? Right? It makes sense.
Surge
makes sense.
once again with the ratio purchase. Man, I don't know why, man. 4,000 cash, you're gonna blow on that. You're gonna blow on that. Okay, you get 1 kill. Maybe you get 2 with it. Is it really that worth it? And I always feel like 99% of the time buying the sniper rifle on the T side is just not a good idea. I know sometimes chat disagrees with me, but even if you are an excellent sniper, it's just difficult to do. You don't get any health. It's not Call of Duty. You don't get any health regeneration. You can't quickscope as easily as other FPSs. I don't think it's a good idea, especially being down now. You're down 2 points. You're looking like you could be down by 4 going into the flip. Now, granted, you are going to go into the CT side. You will have that CT side advantage on the underestimated side. Oh my gosh, Scott, did you see that? And just working back and forth. The unbelievable spray control and transfer. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, and a kick to the nuts there. 7-4 here. We are 1 round away from the flip. I'm thinking it's going to be 8-4 going in here on the Ivy Militia side, having that advantage of 4 points.
I think this is the biggest that we've seen points wise in a while. Usually it's a lot closer, especially like last match, first match in this best of 3 finals was a little bit closer around this time. But I guess, you know, Map and Snoopy just going absolute stupid hard right now at 16-7. Literally nobody else on the side of Underestimated has even been able to break the 10K barrier. Meanwhile, Snoopy and Ottawa both breaking 15 and 16 respectively. And as I say, that 4v4 as 2 players fall down in total. Scott gets 1 as Slay goes down with that AUG in hand. Just over a minute left in this round. 7-4 round count in favor of the CTs, of course, Ivy Militia. And it's going to look like it's going to be a B push. Oh my goodness. Arson, just better gunfighter there. Getting Surge 4v2. And Christian able to get a wallbang shot on Snoopy. That's going to be big. If they can get at least maybe 1 more player, they should be able to get that bomb down on B and hold it.
Wow, did you see Christian move just in time for that grenade? Unfortunately, though, moving into the crosshairs of Arson. Scott coming behind Batista and going to eliminate them. They're going into the flip, down by 4 on the UE side. But you do have that CT advantage now. You got that CT advantage, but if you're Ivy Militia, I would be pushing hard and fast into a bomb site. Go ahead and take advantage of the momentum that you have right now and get in there, get that bomb planted, win that pistol round, almost guaranteeing you that those next 2 rounds after it.
Indeed. Okay, so the CT is spreading out a little bit more. I think they only have 1 hanging over here on B. Yeah, so it's going to be Surge just on the armored truck there. A being the bomb site of choice. Actually, never mind. It seems to be B. Yeah, it is B. So they literally just walked the mid past all security and like, hey, we only have 1 to contend with over here. And Snoopy puts down some shots, but does indeed get tagged up down at 46 HP and just waiting for his teammates to try and back him up. That way he doesn't have to push solo. And what is Surge doing? I mean, it works out, but immediately traded out. I would have liked to have seen, and I think it would have made more sense if he just stuck to the backside a little bit more. That way there's some pressure and they can't immediately push up. But I guess Ottawa and crew doesn't take the cue and decide to still wait. And okay, they're finally pushing up. Do indeed actually get taken out. I think someone from behind. That was Slay. 4v3. T's have the bomb. They're being planted on B. There you go. Bomb is down. So a little bit of sloppy entry, but it works out. And well, okay, I was going to say it works out anyway, but they don't have the man advantage. They're down 1 player, 3-2. Gunfights ensuing. Kai putting down some shots. He's still inside the building. Gets 1. Able to get 1. 2v2. Now it's Kai gets 2. And Arson trying to defuse, or rather, Christian trying to defuse the bomb, and he baited him out perfectly.
Wow.
Christian, 10 out of 10.
Man, Christian has not necessarily the top performer. I mean, right now he is a top performer, but not always standing out on the scoreboard or anything. But he has had some of the most clutch plays last round and this match thus far. Underestimated getting a much needed win here on the CT side, closing the gap that Ivy Militia had created down to 3 now, and having won that pistol round, getting the cash invested into their accounts, they should be able to take the next round and hopefully the one after that if you're a UE fan, closing that gap only to 1. Bomb just laying down here towards T-spawn. Snoopy working angles right now, the GSR, still trying to decide where they want to go. Oh, a shot came in. I don't know where that came from. Probably from Connector. Snoopy thinking about peeking the corner. Looks like he's just about to. Quick little shoulder peek. Dodges back. Smoke grenade coming in. I think we're about to see a push over towards A here. Bomb, once again, yet to be picked up. A little altercation going down here by Smoke. Snoopy getting tagged down to 30. Going to be a little aggressive, trying to get that kill, but Surge is there. Going to drop him, taking out his kneecaps. Christian also getting a kill of his own. 3 players live here now on the T side. Still 5 up on the underestimated side. Man, I'm beginning to see a little bit of deja vu here. Might be speaking a little early, but taking that CT control here on the underestimated side. Working the advantage that you get from it. Kai trying to utilize that deagle. Having to watch his back here. It's interesting that they dropped that bomb, man. And just decided not to pick it up at all and go for a plant. Just play for kills here. I mean, 20 seconds. It looks like B is totally open. I might be wrong there. Oh my gosh, Kai with the flick there on Surge. Unbelievable. Christian gonna finish him off. A 1 versus 2 here. And there's just no time. Even though the bomb has finally been picked up by Scott, there's no way he's gonna be able to get across here towards the A site. Christian is gonna drop him down to the ground. CT's winning another round there. Closing that gap now down just to 2.
Taking a look at the scoreboard again really quickly. Snoopy 16 and 10, trickling down ever so slightly at to 10 and 9 is Scott. And even the bottom frag for Ivy is still relatively close to being even. 6 and 8. That's for Arson. Meanwhile, strangled at 5 and 11. And on the top side for underestimated, we have Christian at 15 and 10. So definitely a little bit better in terms of the slaying department, just all around. But round count and, well, I guess KD is still headed over towards Ivy Militia ever so slightly. But like Jake mentioned, UE coming back as, well, maybe not coming back, but getting another round on the board as they are now 6-8 in favor still of Ivy Militia. But there's still hope if you are a UE fan. And of course, if you're an Ivy Militia fan, well, you're sitting pretty right now, having some fun. Let us know, folks, who you think is going to take this win and who are you going for. Let us know in the chat. If you're watching live or if you're watching after the fact, check out the like button. Maybe you consider using that like button and let us know in the comment section below who you think is going to win and by what margin.
Yeah, folks, that like button's supposed to be blue.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not, it's a glitch. All you gotta do is click it and it fixes it. Altercation going down here by baggage claim. Bomb getting dropped. Kai gonna produce himself a little bit of cover there. That smoke grenade. Almost getting tagged by his own flash. Trying to get a kill there through it. Not gonna be able to do it, but teammate Snoopy and Arson getting kills of their own over here by baggage claim. Strangled in a difficult situation. Got 2 angles to watch here. Knowing there's a sniper over on his right and there's a cheeky player on his left. Slay working his way around here through Watchtower, seeing if anybody has passed through connector. Bomb is now being planted here on A site. Arson watching A entry. Kai watching his spool and connector. Strangled coming through along with Slay about to enter at the exact same time. Unfortunately for them, checked the wrong corners.
6'9" giggity.
Yeah, I was restraining myself, but thank you. Yes. 6-9 there on the scoreboard, folks. You can smile, take a screenshot, share it on Twitter, etc., etc. And don't forget to share the stream link while you are there. Got a big tournament announcement coming soon. Stay tuned for that, folks. If you're not following us on social media, definitely do so, as well as subscribe here, ring that notification bell on YouTube, and follow on Twitch for those of you watching on Twitch where you're live there as well. Let's see if they decide to just leave the bomb laying here on the floor again. I hope they don't do that. Ivy, 3-point lead. Haven't seen much from them on the T side in both maps. Haven't seen anything strat-wise really standing out to me. They're going to need to do something big here in order to get this this win.
What I like so far from the tease from Ivy is that they've actually gone to both bomb sites. I think more or less about the same in terms of the frequency, and that's very good if you're trying to catch your opponent off guard, not always going to the same bomb site or having a tendency to go to a certain bomb site. Yes, some may be easier to hold or to take initially, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should always go for it, because the other team learns to adapt. Right, especially at this high level. Of course, we were at the finals, so you can't just willy-nilly push in and, yay, we got the bomb site and bomb down. No, right? So it's a refreshing thing to see, because in past matches, you don't see that all too often. What you also don't see all too often is a 1 versus 3 clutch. That's what Snoopy finds himself in right now. In that situation, he gets one, but unfortunately for him, unable to get the second. Surge puts him down 7-9. Round count still in favor of Ivy Militia, but you underestimated, pulling together and looking like they might be in it to win it again, folks.
You got to do something here on the Ivy Militia side. They're playing the T side way too slow. UE, man, they got the CT side down. They camp the bomb sites, they camp the corners, and they wait for the T's to come to them. You got to move faster. You got to play a little more aggressive. You can't allow them to continue to be comfortable. You got to get them out of their comfort zone here on the CT side, and they have yet to be able to do that. They're trying right now, but Christian here working the angle, going to connect the shots there, but Scott looking behind, going to drop it down on the ground. It's Kai also finding Slay. Bomb site has been taken. Let's get this bomb planted, boys, and gets that cash into the accounts and switch the rolls up. Now the CTs are on the offensive here. This is what you got to do. You need to do that. You cannot allow these CTs to be comfortable just sitting there on the CT side for so long. 2 versus 3 here, trying to retake this bomb site. Strangled, about to peek the corner, firing through the school, but Otto is going to land a headshot on him. Now it's all up to, never mind. Kai is there with a quick little karate chop there to the stomach. Baddest getting dropped, and they have retaken their lead back up to 3 here. It's 10-7.
There's something about seeing that number go from 9 to 10 that just makes it seem as if, this team that just hit 10 is probably going to win it.
Yeah, there is something about it.
9 to 10, even if it's 9 to 10, it's still like, all right, team hit it first.
Crossing in double, it's 1 point. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but mind game wise, it can be. You start looking up there, you see that 7 to 10, but UE just seems really disciplined. I love that about them. They're very disciplined. They're not beginning to get scared or anything or pushing foolishly. They're staying disciplined. They're sticking to strategy. They're doing the CT job. Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Snoopy just obliterating Strangled's head there. Slay put down Ottawa, gonna try to go for another one here. Surge peek in the corner looking at a baggage claim right now. Kai moving
good
quickly.
Old reliable shotty.
Moving a little too fast there for Kai. Just you could hear those footsteps a mile away. Surge peeking his metal detector. See if we can find anyone. That bomb is pushing over here towards A still. Arson, unaware of this player here on his left. He's right outside. Still trying to find him. He is the bomb carrier. He's going to land a nice headshot on him. Christian is unable to finish him off. That bomb's going to be planted. Very, very crucial kill there.
That could have been avoided by just peeking
great position.
instead of just pushing it. And 1v1.
Arson making that ultimate sacrifice. Teammate Scott is there to pick him up, working with the HK. If I had to defend this site, I think I would want the HK, honestly. Slay working around, tagging him multiple times. Man, he's so low. He's retreated. Scott is here pushing out. He's going to be able to get him, folks.
Scott said, "Hey, what happened? Your head hurt there? Holy crap!" He reach out like eagle chow, like no one's business, and that's sometimes what it takes. Even if you're like, let's say 1 HP, 1v3, you gotta play with delusional confidence sometimes. Even if everything goes against you, that delusional confidence may just be the factor that the other team doesn't have at that time. And you could have come out on top. It could happen.
Oh, man. Strangled had a great angle there. Unfortunately, missing that first burst, man. If he's able to get it, he might have been able to get the 2, maybe the 3 men right there. Man, it's beginning to look like we might be heading over to that 3rd map. Don't want to speak too soon here. Don't want to jinx anybody, but it's beginning to look like that is going to be the case. Arson working the corner here with his SG, going to push up here and get that bomb planted. He's going to be able to do so. He sees the CT players right under the plane, firing a volley of shots, not connecting on him. Snoopy. Wow. Snoopy on the Ivy Militia side has had to be the MVP. Man, there's Christian. Like I said, he's clutching up in those crucial situations for his team. He comes alive. Working that SA-58, has 2 players he needs to eliminate before he can push up and defuse that bomb. But if anybody could do it, Christian definitely can. Peek at his right, find a couple shots if they're seen. If they dare show their head, Ottawa right behind him. Fantastic bait there from Arson. It's now match point here for Ivy Militia. Like I said coming into it, I just felt like Ivy had this map. I didn't know why. I can't tell you why. It's just a feeling that I had that Ivy was going to win here on this map. Going into Bureau, that's a whole nother story, which we'll talk about here in a couple minutes. But it is looking like we will be headed over to Bureau for map number 3. We're about to be tied up here, 1-1 here in this series, folks. We'll see if Underestimated is going to be able to stop that from happening or not. Christian opening up the kill feed here with his shot there on Scott. Snoopy finding Surge, who hasn't really been able to put much together there. Snoopy, man, with a 2-piece once again. Strangled going after him, but he's able to get away from there.
Down.
Slay, man, hitting one shot. He's missing that shot with the FP6. Goes for another one. He's not able to get a kill. Oh, finally able to eliminate Snoopy. 1 versus 2, but Kai is there with the drop shot, and that is all she wrote here on the Underestimated side, folks. It's tied up 1-1. Ivy Militia came to this round, definitely not underestimating them, able to beat them on that T side. Well played, Ivy. Wow, we are headed to map 3. Honestly, I am so excited. I am glad it happened like that so many times. The best out of 3s. You only get 2 matches. One team just comes out and rolls that other team. They win. Even if it is somewhat close, you don't get that 3rd match. There's something about that 3rd match that is always so much fun. Headed to Bureau. There's a lot on the line here for the folks. Crosby will had a couple people asking about the prizes. We can read those off here in a moment after a quick word from our sponsor. We'll let you know what these teams are playing for as we go into map number 3, the final map of this best out of 3 series between Underestimated and Ivy Militia. They have been putting on quite a show here today, folks, and it is definitely not ending soon here. I think this is going to be a close map here on Bureau, and I'll give my predictions after a quick word from our sponsors and the prize information. We'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah. If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out. Then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Welcome back, folks. All tied up here, heading to the map Bureau to see who is going to break the tie and be the champion of the G Fuel tournament. A lot on the line here. Crosby is going to go over those prizes here in just a second, folks. I know a few of you just came in to the stream and were asking about that. I think you're muted, sir.
Alrighty, got the prize pools right here, Jake. Everybody, hold your horses. So, for the top team, aka the winning team of the Critical Ops G Fuel tournament, they will be getting 2 G Fuel tubs and 1 shaker per player on winning team. So you get to choose your 2 flavors there and a shaker. On whoever's on the winning team gets one of each, or rather 2 tubs and 1 shaker, as well as hyper charge plays per player on winning team, as well as 52 in-game credits for the winning team, 5,200 rather. So that's 5,200 in-game credits. So in summary, 2 G Fuel tubs and 1 shaker per player on the winning team, HyperX charge plays per player on the winning team as well, and 5,200, aka 5,200 of in-game credits for the winning team. So you get a whole bunch of stuff that you can chug when you're trying to clutch up, get that G Fuel, and amazing in-game stuff, as well as HyperX charge plays. And of course, like we mentioned, the swagger, the glory of bragging rights of saying, hey,
I kicked your ass. Yes, sir.
I won the G Fuel tournament on Critical Ops, brought to you by Mobile Esports, G Fuel Energy Formula, HyperX, Geyser, and of course, Jake and myself, Kryptonite Crosby. What's up?
Indeed, and shout out to everybody working behind the scenes here at Mobile Esports. They do a lot of work getting these tournaments together, the teams in the room, providing easy signups, updating the website, social media, and the amazing GFXs, which you've been seeing. Shout out to all of them as well. All right, Bureau, Ivy versus Underestimated. This is going to be a fun one. Both of these teams, we got some stats we're going to go over here, and then my personal prediction. And Crosby, if you want to give a personal prediction too, we've seen both these teams play on it. What I'm seeing from Underestimated. Let's go over the stats first. Looking at, you got yourself a win here on Bureau for each of them. They got 100% win ratio here. They've only played once on the map Bureau here in our previous Mobile Esports tournament. Win-loss ratio, they're putting them at a 54% versus 61%. Got a slightly higher win-loss ratio for the whole team over on the side of Ivy Militia when you compare to Underestimated. Checking out the KDs, are also averaging a higher KD here on the map Bureau. And I don't know if you remember the Ivy Militia game. However, Ivy played very quick on both the CT side and the T side, which helped them get a nice W over their opponents. And I think that's what's going to come into play here, is Ivy's ability to play faster here on this map of Bureau compared to Underestimated. Underestimated is going to have to stop them from being able to play quickly, getting and not allowing them to get set up like they were in the previous couple of maps. And because of that, I think Ivy Militia is going to take the W. I think Ivy Militia is going to win this 13-8. That is my prediction. But in order for Underestimated to stop them and to take the W themselves, they're going to have to play a little quicker themselves, and they're going to need to get into those positions on B site and A as well, and prevent them from easily able to walk in there and taking it. Sorry, chat just had a bunch of messages pop up. It distracts you sometimes. You got these things pop out on the bottom, like you just see it out of your peripheral vision. But Crosby, what are your predictions for this round coming into Bureau? I got Ivy Militia winning it 13-8. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, or am I missing something? I'm leaning towards the team who can get their eco rounds and keep the momentum. But on the same topic as momentum, when you are able to hold a site, I've seen a couple times where I don't remember who it was specifically, but somebody, I think it might have been Surge, if I'm not mistaken, but it was someone on grounded, and they were holding the B side. Mm-hmm. They were the only person that was on B, and they decided to push up. Yes, they got a frag there. They got the initial frag, but after that, guess what? The site was completely free, and you know what ended up happening? The T's pushed up, planted the bomb, clutched up, and won that round. All of that could have been prevented
from that player who had control of that B site. And it might have not been full control, but it was control enough to the point where it was oppressing the other team from pushing up onto the bomb site, which would have given his team, the CT side, time to rotate back, because he's calling that out. Hey, they're over here at B. I see like 4 people, or like at least one person here, right? And that was a blunder. And sometimes it can cost you the match. So I've seen Ivy Militia do, I think, a little bit better in the eco side of things, as well as maybe some of this decision making. So I would lean maybe a little bit towards Ivy Militia as well. That being said, this is a different map that I don't believe these two teams are anywhere near bad in. So like it really just comes down to who shows up this map. Yeah. It really does.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we're underestimated here. One thing I will say about them, they're very, very disciplined. They trust each other as teammates. Hearing an explosion go off to a player's right, or a player's left, who's watching the door to his right. He's not changing. He's not looking over there to his left. He's trusting his teammate to take care of that noise or gunshot, or whatever the case may be. Their discipline can definitely help them here versus Ivy Militia, and that might be the thing that's able to break the speed that Ivy's gonna bring to them. We'll have to see, folks. I want to give a shout out to Mega Biker, who's been watching our Cops tournaments for 5 years. OG viewer right there. Shout out to you, sir. Chat, let us know your predictions down there in the comments section. Definitely curious to see what your thoughts are on this match. Are we underestimated, or do we have our faith in Ivy Militia placed rightly so? Let us know. Also, while you're doing that, don't forget to head over to gfuel.com to get 10% off your purchase at anything at gfuel.com using code esportsmobile. That's including tubs, shakers, merch, 3-packs, and the amazing energy crystals. Whatever the case may be, whatever you're looking to grab, one thing doesn't change. That code esportsmobile, which will get you 10% off any product at gfuel.com. Take advantage of it today or tomorrow or even right now, so you don't have to close the stream. You just go over to Safari, it keeps playing on the background, and there you go. Code Esports Mobile, get you 10% off anything on gfuel.com. Getting the match prepared as we speak, folks. It's a finals match, and it's the finals match. Best out of 3, map number 3. These teams are taking their time just a little bit.
Indeed. Really quickly, quick correction. The winning team will receive 3,200 of in-game credits to share among their players, while the second ranking team, aka the runners-up, will receive 2,000 in-game credits to share among their players. So 3,200 for the winning team and 2,000 for the second place team. Just really quickly, and appreciate it, everybody who's giving us a little bit of support, whether it's you chilling and watching with us, or sharing our stream, sharing our tournaments, or dropping a little bit of the donos. Appreciate it as well. Thank you to each and every one of you. However you're supporting, thank you very much. It helps us out over here at Mobile Esports, and we can bring bigger and better tournaments every single time. So thank you.
Indeed. Thank you, Notice, for the dono. Players slowly joining up here, getting into the map. Chat again to let us know your predictions down in the comment section. Curious to see what you were thinking. For those of you just joining, we earlier were showing off the top players and top teams of the tournament. Bring up the top players image right now. Check it out. Underestimated player here, Laws, is the top player in the tournament with 52 kills and 25 deaths. Got that 1.68 KD, a good amount of kills. We didn't see him last round. He was playing map number 1, but he was not playing in map number 2. It'll be interesting to see if he plays on map 3 or not. Definitely curious to see if he makes an appearance. Moving down just a little bit to the third place spot, Ottawa, who is definitely competing now with Laws for that top spot. He might even be at that top spot. We haven't updated it from the last round, but Ottawa did absolutely fantastic for Ivy Militia, but currently on screen in third place with a 40 kills and 27 deaths.
Game starting up very, very shortly, folks. Just waiting on everybody to be up and ready to go. Thank you for waiting, and it shouldn't be too much longer.
Indeed. Here's a look here at the top teams. Underestimated. Currently the top team in the tournament with the best stats. Right below them, very, very close. I mean, basically neck and neck is Ivy Militia. Not a huge surprise. We're seeing them play here in the finals. Bless in third place and Elevate in A there in fourth. Interested to see Elevate getting a lot more kills compared to Bless, but Bless having a lot less deaths. Always was a fan of Snoop Dogg. I'll say that I noticed.
All right, folks, let us know your predictions in the chat, or if you're watching in the past, I guess it would be the video. So present for you.
Yeah, if you're watching here in the present for you, the past for us, watching as a video on demand later in the week, drop it down in the comment section right now. Just let us know the score. I'm trusting you. Let us know your prediction for the score. I trust you. I know you're not cheating. Let us know what you think that's going to be. And if you're right, you're right. Reply to your comment. If you're wrong, still reply to your comment. And you just, do a facepalm or something like that. I don't know. Always curious to see what everybody's thoughts are and if they can get it right or not. Only got a couple more players needing to join up. Curious to see if they're making any subs or if it's going to be the exact same lineup for both teams as last round, charging up any devices, using that sock to go ahead and swipe it off. Yo, Thieves, what's going on?
All good, man. I'm not crying in the corner. Wait. Nah, you good.
Attention. Please consider using our code eSportsMobile. 10% off your order at gfuel.com. That code again is eSportsMobile. For 10% off your order at gfuel.com. Maybe you get a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, hydration formula, or anything else in between. Please consider using our code eSportsMobile for 10% off your order at gfuel.com. That code does periodically go up to 30%. So if you're not craving some G Fuel at the moment, or if you're not needing a restock, then hey, maybe wait a little bit longer and use that 30% off code. Either way, 10% off right now with our code eSportsMobile. Yo, that is all. Thank you.
Indeed. Hydration formula is also fantastic. I haven't tried the strawberry lemonade. That's one I want to go for. I think
that's my favorite.
I've tried the other three flavors, but I have not tried strawberry lemonade. I'm gonna want to get into that. Phaseberry was really good. I would say that's my favorite flavor, with the Blue Rocket Pop just slightly below that.
Blue Rocket Pop.
Second favorite. Hydration flavors, great, guys. Definitely recommend checking that out too. I know I give a lot of love to Blue Ice. It's just a flavor that I love, but really all the flavors on gfuel.com, they're absolutely amazing, and there's a niche for everybody. Unfortunately, the Phaseberry hydration flavor is sold out right now, but all the other three are available, and it's hard to go wrong with strawberry lemonade either.
Yeah. Oh, strawberry lemonade. Ooh, literally strawberry lemonade. Pop that in a in a glass and put some ice cubes in there. Oh, bro.
You know what, bro? What I want to do? I want to get the strawberry shortcake G Fuel, right? Mix it with milk, but put it in a bowl of cereal with some golden grams.
I haven't done that. That's interesting.
You're kind of getting like a strawberry cheesecake almost kind of vibe, because you got the golden grams as the crust. I don't know, man. I want to try it. I was sitting in my chair one day looking at the stock market move up and down, and it just came to me all of a sudden in a glorious vision, and I don't know who brought it to me, whether it was the demon on my left hand side or the angel on my right, but I'm definitely going to be trying it here soon. Players have all joined up, slowly getting ready here, finishing the screenshots, recording, etc., etc., etc.
I've actually I've tried. I think I mentioned this a while back in on the previous Critical Ops tournament, but I've used strawberries, like frozen strawberries, put those in, and well, actually, strawberries were after, but I put the strawberry shortcake mix, G Fuel mix in the cup shaker, and then milk, and then I put that put the lid on, shook it up, and then put the strawberries in there, and the frozen strawberries, and that was great, just because it added the little strawberry flavor and everything too, in addition to the actual strawberry G Fuel, right? The strawberry shortcake. But what I found out works best is if you actually put it all in a blender. You got to shake it first. You got to shake it and then put the liquid in the blender, the G Fuel strawberry shortcake liquid in the blender. Put the strawberries, the frozen strawberries, blend that together, and you get a nice strawberry shortcake G Fuel smoothie with real frozen strawberries, and it is fan-freaking-tastic, Jake. It's amazing.
I do. I think we both have done the most experimentation with the strawberry shortcake. There's just so many things you can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done experimentation with many other flavors, but I think that's the one that I've put through the most, and it's never disappointed.
No, definitely not. I've done tropical rain and peach mango. That was an odd one, but I don't know why, but I still kind of liked it. Two great flavors: strawberry shortcake, or rather, peach mango being my favorite for I don't know, a handful of years. But yeah. Anyway, as I say that, I believe we are getting underway here. Knifing, I'm not mistaken, seems to be what is going on.
Definitely good old knife here in Belong. You're gonna throw that bomb out? Do it. No, you just dropped it. I should have thrown out the CTs. Guns going back and forth here, see if they can hit anybody in the head and discombobulate them before they go in for the swipe.
Swipe.
Man, the CTs are getting set up. They're ready. Come on at him. Oh, just got the first strike doubled up there. Oh, Ottawa in there, and that's gonna be Ivy Militia with the W there on the knife. They'll be choosing side, seeing which side they're gonna hop into. I get this feeling they're going to stay on the CT side. We will see, folks. We are just about to get this match underway, waiting for the final reset and confirmation here, and we're gonna be in.
They basically just had their backs to the wall, and I mean, I don't think that was the greatest idea. I mean, it is just knifing round, so it's not the end of the world there, but still, like you still want to try and win that. Anyway, we are indeed live, Jake. Match number 3 of this best of 3 finals in the Critical Ops G Fuel tournament. Coming up right now, folks, we are playing Bureau yet again. Ivy Militia versus Underestimated here on the T side, and Ivy Militia on the CTs. Baddest is going to open it up here for the first kill. Otto going to put it down on the ground before more damage to his game. Trying to work this A side. Bomb is just dropped back there. 2 players alive now on the Underestimated side. 3 alive. Make that 2 on the side of Ivy Militia. Slay and Triton getting a couple kills of their own here. They're trying to put the first point on the board there for their team. Bomb is being planted here by Triton. That's some nice cash. If they're able to win this, getting the cash invested into their accounts early on too will definitely help UE out. Scott going to try to say something about it. Finding Slay now down to a 1 versus 1 here. Scott rocking 83 HP versus Triton's 100. Triton landed multiple shots, but Scott says no one is going to drop the heady on him. Or I guess it actually wasn't a headshot. I don't know how he dropped so much damage, but is able to do it. Picks up a deagle, a little bit of teabag action, and a nut shot there, and he should be able to defuse the bomb and put a point there on the board for his team, Ivy Militia. Oh, shooting bodies.
Man, the disrespect coming in from Scott.
Bomb has been defused.
Jeez. Homie said, oh, and the teabag. Oh, that's double. That's a double whammy right there. Shooting bodies and teabagging 2 different players. That's, well, Mr. Scott.
It's a lot for round 1 too, man. It's a lot.
It is.
You know,
but I mean, confidence maybe getting in their heads. You know.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's confidence. Yeah, it is trying to get in their head. I think there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. Like I said, I got Ivy Militia here on this map. There's something about the way I saw them play. I think it was in round 1. They played on Bureau and they just had it. The way they're moving, the way they had it. Scott opened it up, getting a 2-piece with that SA-58, dropping Slay and Surge respectively. 3 alive here now on the UE side as they moved around here to try to get that bomb planted. Strangled, getting dropped to 7 HP, get that bomb planted. But I was gonna say arson. There's a grenade coming in here, and there it is. He finds him before he can get that bomb planted. The remaining 2 here on UE, still trying to get that bomb planted, but they prevented us a second time. They prevented the bomb being planted. The remaining player left alive here is Baddest. He's gonna peek the corner, tries to find Kai, but no, with a block there, puts him down on the ground. 2-0, Ivy Militia leads.
So I'm interested to see if okay. So I don't know if you've caught on too much, Jake, but it's odd to me as to how some of these players peak. they peek closer to the actual corner instead of standing a bit further away and then peeking.
Yeah, they're hugging it a lot.
Yeah, they're hugging a lot more. And I don't know if everyone knows out there kind of how that would work in the scenario in terms of like who sees who first, or whom sees whom first. Okay, so basically it works like this. If you're sitting further away from a corner and you're peeking that corner, you will see the other person ever so slightly faster or before the other person sees you, right? So you will have the advantage. Whereas if you are standing closer to the corner and you're peeking that corner, that will either be a 50-50 gunfight, or depending on where the other person's standing, they might have the advantage completely unintentionally. So it's just odd to me as to how some of these players are getting these peaks. Like right now you see Scott's peeking really close to that wall. I don't know if it's for a different reason. That's maybe making sure that his back is a little bit less exposed or something along the lines of that. But I've seen it in other areas, and it's odd to me. But you know what? What's not odd is this 5-0 player count that the CTs are enjoying, and 3-0 round count. So I mean, angles maybe aren't as big when you're just that good when it comes to winning the gunfights, but. Scott and crew, 3-0.
Man, speaking of Scott, 6-1. He's feeling good, man. Shooting bodies a little early on, some teabag action there in round 1. We were talking, is he being a little too cocky? Is he being confident? And I think it's confidence. We'll see, though. It's a little early on. Stealth 3, you win the pistol round. You're expected to get those next couple rounds. We'll see how they go ahead and play on the underestimated side here in round number 4. They're able to buy some better guns. And Scott's there getting a 2-piece of their own. Ottawa there in the kill feed, but quickly get traded out there by Surge. Scott says, nope, what's up, and drops him. Slay's going to eliminate Scott before he can do more damage to his team, and he's the last one left alive here, working this 1v3. Peeking up here by server side. You can see a player on his right, but Arson is going to be able to drop shot before Slay can grab the flick, and it's another point on the board for Ivy Militia. They lead 4-0.
Indeed. Just want to go over this prize pool one more time here really quickly. So these two teams right now are playing for, apart from the fame, the glory, and just the swagger that's going to come along with being crowned your G Fuel Tournament Critical Ops champions, you are also going to be receiving, if you're on the winning team, of course, you're going to be receiving 2 G Fuel tubs and 1 shaker per player on the winning team. You're also going to be receiving HyperX charge plays per player on the winning team, as well as 3,200 in-game credits to share among the top placing team, and 2,000 in-game credits among to share among the second placing team. So we got some credits, we got some G Fuel, we got some charge plays, HyperX charge plays going in, and of course, just the swagger, man. Just the fame, fortune, and glory of being crowned your Critical Ops G Fuel Tournament champions, and Slay being the champion of that round.
Behind.
Yes, sir.
Snoopy kept looking behind him, almost foreshadowing he was going to do that. Unfortunately for Snoopy, though, he decided just to keep his eyes front instead of going back and checking behind him. Underestimated put the first point there on the board for their team. Looking pretty good cash-wise. They're all grouped together. Once again, they do this group together thing, man. It's interesting. It helps, but I don't know. It's just so easy to grab those 2 pieces. The 3K coming in from Kai. He's going to get slayed by Slay. Doubling up there. Trying to go for the third, and Slay's able to do it. It's a 1 versus 2 now. Slay, the last left alive with 4 HP. Snoopy comes from behind him, hits him with his big old ear. It's 5-1. Ivy Militia is taking their lead back up to 4 here. Interesting to see
Christian being subbed out. I don't see Christian in the lineup right now.
Here for Triton.
Yeah, Triton subbing in, and I don't want to knock Triton too much, but homie's not doing too great. Strangled's not doing too great either. I don't know what happened in terms of as to why this substitution came in for Triton, but it's not.
To me, it's an odd decision to bring a player, maybe map number 2, but to have a big sub in map number 3, not having him warmed up, I don't know. It's an interesting decision. Maybe we'll pay off here. We'll just have to wait and see. Ottawa dropping it down. Surge. Players beginning to rotate, it looks like, over here towards A. Snoopy gonna win that gunfight versus Strangled, but he was able to land a couple shots on him. Arsene watching his Vince side. He only got 3 players up alive here now on the side of the T's. We got some action going down Tree Hallway. Quick trade coming in from them. Triton going to the left, about to peek his orange stairs here. Bomb right behind it. They're pushing in towards the B side right now. Gotta watch their computers. Not seeing anybody up there. Oh, player coming in from the right. Bastard is there. Oh, Triton getting the nice kill there on Arsene. Bomb is gonna be planted. Body up board. Evened up. Player coming from behind. It's Ottawa there. Trying to be very careful. Working his angles. Great team communication there. Kai comes up from behind, and they'll be able to defuse the bomb and take their lead up here to 5.
Bomb has been defused.
This is looking like a completely different monster right now as Ivy Militia are just pulling away, and they seem to not have a stop button right now or anything in between that. It's just full throttle or nothing. And I mean, this is a best of 3 finals, and this is map number 3, the last one. So if you're gonna show up, you got to show up right now, because you cannot give a team like Ivy Militia, the caliber of team that they are, any more rope. They get more rope, and they're gonna take it.
Yeah, especially on this map. They just know this map, man. I saw them play it. I believe it was round 1. And there was something about it, the way they played it, the way they handled it, the communication, the movement, etc., etc. And it's showing here as they are now leading by 6 here, 7-1.
That's rough. That's rough. I mean, it's definitely, you can definitely come back on the flip maybe, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. So far, what I'm seeing is just gunfights not going in favor of Underestimated. Some of them being because they are trying to push up onto a bomb set, yes. But more often than not, it's just that the timing and the communication seems to be a little bit off on the side of Underestimated, where you might get a frag, but then no one's there for the trade, right? Scott gets a kill right there, gets a frag, Arsene gets one, Snoopy gets one, and then what else? Nothing. Right? No trades coming in. And if they do come in, they come in very late, where the other team already has time to push up and get more map control. And, you know, as CTs, that's what you want. You want more map control. And you just, you know, basically just asphyxiate the other team. Not let them do much.
There's that sub. Triton getting, or was it Triton that got out? Who was it that traded? It was
Christian, I believe.
Christian has been subbed in for a missing Strangled. I think that was a good decision.
Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is map number 3 here of the G Fuel tournament, the mini tournament we've been running for the last couple of days. Stay tuned on social media as well here on YouTube for the announcement of the big Critical Ops tournament we have planned. Super excited to make the announcement. It is going to be amazing. Got a lot of great things in store planned for that tournament. Stay tuned for that again on social media and here on YouTube. All links are in the video description down below. Players pushing over here towards the A site now as we speak. Actually, excuse me, back over here towards B. Surge making the rotation with bomb in hand. Arsene finding Slay. Surge is going to win that gunfight versus him. It's a 1 versus 1. He's got time to plant that bomb. Snoopy heading up. Knows where he's going to be. Firing through there. Oh, man, Snoopy out of ammo. That's a big blunder there from him. He had the angle, he had the timing and everything. He just used too much. And Surge is going to win the gunfight and put another point there on the board for his team.
Yeah, okay, so y'all just stay tuned to the announcement. That it's a very big announcement we got coming up very, very soon. So hit that like button, help us out over here so we can bring you bigger and better Critical Ops tournaments and community events as well. And hit that subscribe button. Consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you get notified as soon as we go live, as well as have any more announcements. And consider going to our Twitter as well and following us there. We get up-to-date information there. mobilesports.org as well for all of that. But yeah, like Jake mentioned, this is a smaller tournament, therefore the prize pool reflects that. But that's what the big boys for, the big honchos for, right? So don't get discouraged. You know, still a fantastic prize pool. I will be honest there. 8-3 right now.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Look at Kai, though. Look at Kai. Almost triple positive.
Dude, no kidding. Man,
15-5.
you're looking right now on the Ivy Militia side. You take this into flip up by 6. Even though you're going into the T side and everything, the way we've seen them play previous on the T side, I still got them, man. Maybe 13-8 was a little high. We'll have to see. Serge Bassey getting a couple kills for underestimated, respectively. Snoopy's going to put it on Bassey before damage to his team. And there we go. 9-3. They're going into the flip. 3-man left alive there on the T side. We'll see what underestimated can do on the CT side now. We know that underestimated likes that CT side. They like to be patient. They like to be disciplined and get those rounds slowly. They definitely can do it here. But you're down by 6 to tie it up. 10 overall to win it. It's going to be a difficult and long road ahead for them, but it's still a possible one. A little bit of teasing shots being fired over here by Banana. Scott looking to see if anybody is foolish enough to walk around there through Tree Hall. They're going to push down it right now. Man, everybody's moving so slow.
It's still funny to me how everyone decides to move up Banana nice and slowly, and then as soon as they see one player, it's like, all right, time to pounce. Which I guess makes sense because you're compromised. It's still funny to me. Oh my, Slay and Triton. Slay and Triton
behind Ottawa, doubling up. That Deagle just doesn't have a fast enough fire rate. And there's underestimated with their win on the CD side, winning that pistol round, getting that cash invested into their accounts early on here on the flip. And now they're ready to go. They're ready to roll. Go ahead and take that score down to 4, lead advantage on the side of Ivy Militia.
It's interesting, Jake, that you mentioned right there the fire rate of the Deagle, because some people who are very skilled or usually excel in the aim department can benefit off of the high power of the Deagle. But in contrast, sometimes it may just be better to stick with the faster firing pistol, because you're able to put more bullets down range, and sometimes that's better than being accurate. Of course, it's not always that case. Trade-offs occur, and situational trade-offs occur as well. But it just highlights the utility, or rather the differences in weaponry and kind of the situational use cases. So decision making, eco, as well as just how you think you are feeling in the moment, right?
100%. Arson dropping down Surge.
Oh my slays.
Bomb being moved up here by Scott. He's going to get that bomb planted. The remaining players alive here on the Ivy side, rocking that GSR. Now moving on into the vents, he's going to play this the best he can. Headshot coming over. He's about to peek out. Finds one. Unfortunately for him, Christian is right there to his left and puts him down on the ground. Batista getting the bomb defused. And they will be cutting that lead that Ivy Militia has down to 4 now, winning the last 2 rounds.
Bomb has been defused.
Taking a look at the scoreboard again really quickly. We got Scott on the side of Ivy Militia at 18-9. Phenomenal KD for him, and he is doing phenomenal in the the frag department, but as well as the positioning department seems to be positioning himself in very favorable circumstances. On the other side of things, top fragging is Slay for underestimated at 15-11. And, well, it's not super close, but it's relatively close, within 3 to 4 kills throughout the entire scoreboard. And to that extent, you can kind of expect the score that we've got going on right now. It's not super close, but it's actually very manageable if you're on the side of underestimated. But if you're not careful, 1 round is all it takes for this manageable-ish to go and spiral out of control. Just over a minute left, still a 5 versus 5. No one going down quite yet. Seems to be B. I think that's the bomb set of choice. Actually, bomb's still down over towards
it's just dropped, man.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with it. It could be a late A push. Distraction B and then hit it out, man. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna charge it down here towards B. Arson, moving in, looking like a man on a mission, fighting Batista. Looking to see if anybody else is gonna pop around that corner, pushing the bomb up here on the left side through orange stairs. Kai pushes up, Triton here on the head glitch, gonna put that one at the ground, but Slake trades him out before he did more damage. It gains a 2 versus 1. It makes that a 3 versus 1. No way, Arson and Snoopy there in the kill feed. Finally, Surge and Slay winning the first point here since the flip. 10-5, they've taken their lead back here to 5, only 3 rounds away. We've crossed that into double-digit territory. They've hit 10, man. There's something about it, like you said. UE, I don't know, man. I don't know what are you gonna do here on the UE side if they change this? They're just the way they play here on Bureau is just fantastic. They got the angles down. They know where to throw the grenades. They're moving quickly enough. Wow, auto-fought Slay. You see the body fly across there on my screen. That was awesome. Yeah,
they could just have to play the retake, and in all honesty, because at some point in time, holding sites may just not work.
Yeah,
and at the very least, just maybe playing a retake would be the better strat.
Yeah, do something to switch it up.
Right?
Yeah, do something to switch it up. Yeah, try to play those mind games. Can you imagine just walking right into the B site, nobody being there? Like, this is a little weird. Christian rocking his corner here. Here's him coming up. Should be giving the call outs to his teammates. Snoopy winning a good gunfight versus Triton. This is almost a guaranteed Ivy Militia win at this point. A 4 versus 2 is going to be difficult. Christian about to pick the corner here, not able to find this player he heard around. Arson finding Batista, and it's going to be all up to Christian here. Could get dubbed Lord Farquaad, we're going to see, but that's far out from happening. Oh, man, Arson just knew exactly where he was at, man. Read him like a book. It's 11-5. Their lead has been extended back to 6.
Not looking too nice if you're a fan of underestimated Ivy Militia, though. Looking mighty fine up there. Like I said, we gotta see something different coming out from underestimated, because right now their backs are against the wall.
Yeah, their backs are against the wall, and Ivy Militia is pushing the back. That grenade coming in, dropping that Kai down to 60 HP, going to pop out here, see if we can find anybody. Find a couple shots, actually hitting an auto on the back of the head there. Good thing friendly fire isn't turned on. That bomb slowly creeping around towards Banana. I think that's they go on A, or is this nope, they're coming down towards B once again. They're pushing towards B. You gotta do something different here on the underestimated side. Triton, look and see if anybody's gonna enter through B. You got no grenades? Throw some grenades down there towards that that orange stair, man.
So I'm just kind of realizing that maybe the part of as to why the CTs haven't really been able to hold sites very well. Util. They're using their util very early on. Mm-hmm. We're not using it correctly. Like, I just saw Snoopy get full flash. I just saw Snoopy get full flashed. Mm-hmm. Full flash for like what seemed like 10 hours, but it was probably like about 3 seconds.
Yep.
Full flash. The player was on B. Full site control. And what did you gain from that flash? Nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
Yep. They're not taking advantage of the utilities.
No.
Yep.
And if you're going to use that, you have to either use it offensively or defensively. Mm-hmm. You don't know that the other player's there, because I saw Snoopy. He was completely silent. He was walking up the entire time. There's no way you could have known, right? So you using that flash does nothing. It doesn't give you any information. It doesn't give you a frag. It does nothing. So mismanagement of util possibly can lend possibility as to why underestimated finds himself in a 5-2. 12 round count in this best of 3 finals last map. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You gotta be feeling good if you're Ivy Militia. You lost that first round. You've won the last 2. It is you're 1 point away from taking this. There's a big deficit here in terms of score. I mean, even if you lose the next 2 or 3, you're still positioned great. UE having a little bit of an eco round here. They're having to go full buy because it's all in. Whoa, did you see Triton and Slay right there? Triton doubling up with the MP7, working that B side here. Scott putting out Christian before we do damage to his team. 2 up here live. 2 up, actually 1 up now on the T side. They're getting dropped faster than I can talk. Scott, the remaining player, if anybody can do it, it's him. But Batista with a quick kick to the nuts is going to wrap it up here and keep his team in this. It's 6-12. They're still 6 points down, but they're still breathing and moving forward slowly. Can't make any mistakes, though. I mean, you are at the point now you can't make any single mistake, or it's going to cost you the round and the tournament. Multiple grenades go down here. B long. Let's see what's going on. We get some faster paced action. Maybe I can bring out the multiple syllables here at one point in time. Otto peeking around the corner, gonna throw a flashbang out. He's gonna drop shot and go for it. Ooh, a flashbang himself. He's gonna make him back up here, move back towards tree long. And right there, perfect example of not taking advantage of that utility. Could have pushed up, maybe thrown a frag grenade following it. Ooh, met Otto with a mean shot. They're gonna double up there on Batista as well. Batista in between the kill feed. They're putting down Arson, but no Surge popping out, throwing a power shot over towards him, knocking his kneecaps out. So 3 versus 3 here, 3 up on each team. Still match point though here for Ivy Militia. Got to do something big on the UE side. They're playing way too passively, I think. Christian with a big kill on Snoop.
Surge, I'm not trying to criticize you too much, homie, but I don't understand why you're holding the angle the way you are. I really don't. There's no need to hold it like that.
And Triton gets their kill on Scott.
Ooh, life.
Prime said 13-7. We'll see, man. I said 13-8 in Ivy Militia's advantage. We'll see if that happens. I mean, I would love to see Underestimated come back and tie it up 12-12. That would be unbelievable. It is going to be so difficult for them, but it is possible. It is possible, especially you start having some cash problems over on the Ivy Militia side, and that snowball can start. Man, here they are grouped up together. Frag doing a little bit of damage, a couple players there in front, but they're pushing over here towards the A side quite quickly. They're going to get that bomb planted, but Slade trying to get over there and capitalize on it. Surge double up with the SG. There's Christian in their kill feed as well. Otto with the first to strike here on the Ivy Militia side, putting down Surge. Batista with a quick couple shots fired over to the right side, throwing a flashbang out. There's a player on his right. He's the last one left alive here. They're about to drop him. There he is. Batista putting down Snoopy, and it's only 4 points down here for Underestimated. They're working on that comeback, playing quickly, preventing anything crazy going on the Ivy Militia side. Ivy Militia a little lower here on cash. They got to be careful with what they're buying, how they're playing.
I'll give credit where credit is due. Underestimated, looking as if switching up their pace a little bit seems to be playing out in their favor. So keep it up, Underestimated. To give us a long game. Give us a 12-12, and then we'll see what happens, because I want to see you guys take it to the limit, push it to the limit, and Ivy Militia as well, and see who can come out on top. We just want a fantastic game, and so far we've gotten a very good game, but it seems as if Ivy Militia might just run away with it if Underestimated aren't on the ball this next round.
Yeah, this is a big round, and they can get this win. You're going to have Ivy Militia struggling with cash just a little bit, and that could easily lend to another win right after that, possibly two. You can have it 12-11 here quite quickly in the next couple minutes if they're able to get this W. It's amazing how that happens. You get one win, and then you can go ahead and easily win the next couple ones. Pushing very slowly here on the Ivy Militia side right now. Not doing anything too drastic. Checking corners, playing it slow. Kai opening it up. You're quickly traded by the Christian. Christian playing
Beautiful
those vents
trade.
very, very nicely the last couple of rounds. I'll come in and see if there's going to be the left-hand corner. Arson is there. Finding Triton. That's a big kill. They should be able to plant this bomb on the Christian in the corner. They didn't realize he was there. Slay also getting the kill. Christian staying alive, hiding back there. Surge coming up to back up Christian. He's got to get around here before Christian gets dropped. Christian distracting. Going to prevent that bomb from being planted. Surge playing just nice. They're getting played. Snoopy with the Eurasia. Why?
I don't know, man. I was gonna say that too. Switches the pistol, cash down the drain, round down the drain.
They did exactly what they needed to do. They did exactly what they needed to do right there.
Well, Ivy Militia backs not against the wall in terms of the round count, but like Jake mentioned, Underestimated. Getting a round win right there. Eco not exactly the greatest right now for the side of Ivy Militia, especially with that U ratio purchase from Snoopy.
So foolish, man. Being in a situation like that, you're hurting yourself.
Indeed.
Man, Christian, like I said, man, this guy might be the MVP over here for Underestimated. The crucial moments where they've needed him, he has stepped up and gotten some very big kills. Man, Triton just peeking right there, teasing it back and forth with that AUG. What are you going to do here? B, they got a fetish with B right now. They're not going towards A. They went to A a couple rounds ago, but maybe it's time to go towards A. Kai opening it up, finding Batista.
Oh, the nade! That nade was perfect. I don't know who threw that, but Slay just got tagged all the way to 47 HP. And Ottawa says, hey, what happened? What are you doing there?
Christian's got a lot of work to do right here. He's going to do what he can, but unfortunately for him, Ottawa's going to land the headshot on him. And there we go. IV Militia cleaning it up. 13-9. That was pretty close, man. I was at 13-8. 13-9. IV Militia with the W. Underestimated, trying right there at the end. Unfortunately, just not able to bring that comeback to fruition. Well played, IV Militia. You are the winners of the G Fuel tournament.
Congratulations, IV Militia. They squeak out another. Actually, I'd say they took that map fairly handily. The first two maps, could have gone either way, but this map right there, Bureau, that was fairly clean, cut and dry. Even if the score wasn't exactly 13 to like 5 or something like that. In all honesty, it could have been, and it would have been about the same. But anyway, congratulations, IV Militia. You are the Critical Ops G Fuel Tournament champions. Y'all will be getting 2 G Fuel tubs, 1 shaker per player, and HyperX charge plays per player on the winning team, as well as 3,200 in-game credits. That's 3,200 of in-game credits. So you got some G Fuel, you got a shaker, you got HyperX charge plays, and you got some swag that you can, or rather some credits that you can spend on in the game, so you can get some swag. Cool. Well played. And of course, y'all can say, hey, yo, I just won the G Fuel tournament.
Yeah, flex on him just a little bit, right?
Exactly.
Congratulations there to IV Militia. And congratulations to Underestimated as well. They played very well. Fortunately not able to get the W, but I really do like their consistency and their discipline in all the situations. Unfortunately for them, they just don't have, they didn't have what it took to beat them on, or IV Militia that is, on Bureau. Saw them play in the first round, IV Militia on Bureau, and they just had that map down. That had to be, I guess, their favorite map, or at least the one they played the best on. Sometimes team's favorite map is not the one they play the best on, but that's the one I saw them play the best on, and they definitely came in and showed up Underestimated on it. Really utilized that fast-paced action that they have to their advantage, and had an early lead, and was able to eke out the win. Or again, a little bit more than eke out. They cut the score to a little closer there towards the end, but still a decent sized win there for IV Militia. Congratulations to IV Militia. Once again, you are the winners. Chat, we got announcement coming up here later in the week. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Twitch, and make sure you check out our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, linked in the video description down below. We got a cool announcement coming soon for a bigger Critical Ops tournament, something that'll last a little longer than 3 days and have more than just 8 teams in it. Looking forward to making that announcement. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to casting that alongside Crosby coming in the next few weeks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us over the last week or weekend, for those of you that were here for every single stream. If you missed out on any of the streams, round 1 or round 2, or maybe the first part of the finals here, you can find them as video on demand both on Twitch and YouTube later on today. Crosby, got anything else you want to say before we head out of here?
I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you for tuning in, for watching. Even if you watch just one match, appreciate it a whole bunch. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. And a big shout out to Critical Force Entertainment. Thank you very much, CFE, for having us. Very exciting to to see Critical Ops scene grow, and what we can bring to the table over here with the whole entire community that we so much love so much rather. That's about all I got for y'all today. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, hit us up with a sub, like Jake mentioned, to stay tuned when we announce any other tournaments that we've got coming up. And consider using our code esportsmobile for 10% off your order at gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile for 10% off your order at gfuel.com. And that's all I got for y'all today, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Critical Ops G Fuel tournament. And again, congratulations to IV Militia. You are the G Fuel tournament champions.
Indeed, congratulations to them. Chat, we are out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Once again, make sure that like button is turned blue. Sometimes it glitches and it's like a grayish color. Fix that. You just got to click it. I don't know why the glitch is there, but it is what it is. We appreciate if you do fix that. With all that being said, that's all Crosby and I got for you today, and we'll see you soon here this week with a big announcement. Peace.
Peace, peace. Travis, go. It's lit.